Acknowledge me!
Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Kenan, your host from Wrestling is Awesome. We are back for WrestleMania 41, Night 2.
We are sold out, over 60,000 fans expected for a second straight night of WrestleMania. And tonight's arrivals are brought to you by Wingstop. Do not miss any of the action. Get flavor delivered to your door at wingstop.com. Wingstop, bring the flavor. The main event tonight features the Undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Here's the champ
Cena's final
with his fake glasses.
match and a 17th World Championship.
It all has to be about Cena tonight.
Judgment Day. Bálor, Rey Mysterio battle in a fatal
We want Dom.
for the Intercontinental Championship.
Dom for champ.
Raquel
This is what we want.
Titles against Lyra Valkyria and a partner if she finds one, because Bayley was attacked yesterday.
Yeah, so Bayley's out of WrestleMania. Becky, surely.
Looking for his first championship in WWE. He's in a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental
It's too soon for Penta, in my opinion.
Defending that title, the unpredictable badass, the Intercontinental Champion.
Bron Breaker.
Bron Breaker.
He's been fine,
Can he keep
two-time
his
champ.
title
Let's
tonight?
move him
The
on to the
Dome
main event.
in Vegas. And we celebrate 20 years of WrestleMania.
Randy Orton is going to be surprised opponent.
The question is,
Miro, Rusev, that's kind of who we're thinking at the moment.
tonight.
Could be Aleister Black,
You
but
are
I think he's
looking
appearing on
live
SmackDown
at Allegiant
at the end of the
Stadium in
month.
Las
We've seen the
Vegas,
vignette
Nevada.
kind of
We are
tease for that.
jam-packed and sold out tonight for WrestleMania Sunday. And in a matter of moments, we will kick off tonight with a woman known as the Eradicator. Mommy is here, and she wants her title back. Rhea Ripley in a triple threat for the Women's World Championship. The champion is Io Sky. She's been an afterthought as of late. She has no championship
Io, Bianca.
tonight.
I think I went with Bianca for this one.
What she's got in a triple threat. In the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, a stellar WrestleMania record. She won the
See here, the
Elimination
crowd
Chamber
booing.
to get here. Can Bianca Belair
Bianca could take this and go on a
win
nice
the
little heel
Women's
turn.
World Championship.
Last night, what did we think of WrestleMania last night? I thought it was fairly decent. A couple of matches, a little bit meh.
Now we're kicking off the show.
This match was the same as all the others. I think Gunther tapping out was crazy. New Day didn't need to be there. Jaden Cargill was fired. Jacob Fatu was great. Charlotte Tiffany was a brawl. That was kind of worked. And that triple threat, yo, that was fire. As we predicted on this show, Paul Heyman turning on both and leaving with Seth. We called it on this show.
The moment has arrived.
Io Sky, you will
Oh,
defend
The Rock's voice. Is The Rock going to make an appearance?
Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
Tonight we're gonna put the E in entertainment. That is for sure.
The Intercontinental Championship's on the line. It is a night where history will be made on so many fronts. Tonight when lifelong dreams will be realized.
Your time is finally up.
I think the Cena Cody match is just built and built. I know we spoke about it on our podcast previously, but it was a little bit of a slow build. You know, Cena wasn't there that much, but I think he's so box office he didn't need to be. And Cody's so much better when he's face to face with someone as opposed to just talking to the camera. He did that for. He was appearing too often on Raw and SmackDown. It was too much.
The global entertainment
It didn't allow for enough build up as in the other matches potentially because you know Cody has to go on every show. Nice stage setup, a real stage. Oh, here's Steph. She already in the ring? Yeah. Oh, Nick.
The last time WrestleMania
Nick and the
was
kids
in
are on
Las
board for
Vegas
night
was
2. None of us could make it out
WrestleMania
for night
at
1.
Caesar's Palace, and I was 16
Nice, nice. And
years
Nick, are
old.
you watching it now? Are you live?
Here we
Are
are
you and
today
the kids staying up all night
at
for this one?
Allegiant Stadium for WrestleMania 41, and my middle daughter is 16 years old.
God, that makes me feel old.
WWE has always been a part of my life, which includes all of you. You are a part of my family because WWE is family. And I am
mafia
so
business,
incredibly
WWE is
proud
fam.
to say, welcome home and welcome to night 2 of WrestleMania!
Let's have the pyros. I love the fact that they put a crowd up like on the balcony of like the stage hotel. Very, very cool. Oh, there's fans down to the left and right as well. That's really
And
cool.
we welcome you to WrestleMania Sunday.
I wonder if there was, you could purchase these seats, or whether they're corporate or like hospital, like given away as
And everybody,
competitions.
welcome to ringside. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Wade Barrett. How was your debut at the commentary desk at WrestleMania last night?
What an absolute honor.
Nick,
I lost my
we're trying. One of the kids is falling asleep already though. Oh, bless. 7 minutes in.
Been around the block numerous times. Michael Cole appearing as an announcer.
Oh, I hope you guys can make it all the way.
28th WrestleMania, which is a record, Michael. Congratulations.
Thank you,
That's
guys.
incredible.
Hopefully I got a few more left in me, but also here tonight, the Spanish
Well done, Michael
commentator.
Cole.
Let's head over to Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto.
Se trata de hacer historia, familia, y esta noche John Cena podría hacer eso saliendo de Las Vegas con 17 campeonatos mundiales. Lo que pasó anoche, lo que pase hoy, vamos a estar hablando de esto por décadas. Así que disfruten WrestleMania.
And Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Lyra, and question mark, it's got to be Becky Lynch, right? Becky Lynch is my number 1 pick. Second, it'd probably be Paige. But yeah, I'm thinking it's Becky. Becky was at the Hall of Fame. She was backstage last night. She was cheering Seth on as he's been heel. Yeah.
Io Sky, who has never won at WrestleMania, but an opportunity to knock off 2 of the best tonight.
And the champion coming out first. I like it. Shouldn't be.
That championship she has earned. She's going to have to hold on to tonight as 2 of the greatest in the history of professional wrestling.
You notice that statistic.
When we were talking about the predictions for this particular match, we were kind of torn a little bit in terms of what Io Sky would have an impact on this, because I felt like, why put the title on Io Sky so close to Mania if she's going to win at Mania? But to be honest, from a story perspective, it was really the only way you could get her into the triple threat. Because if Rhea had the title and Bianca won an Elimination Chamber, Io didn't really have enough of a warrant to get into a triple threat match, and obviously that's where they wanted it to go. So it made sense for Rhea to lose and feel like she was cheated because of Bianca Belair, and generate that three-person perspective that they all had felt why they were in for something. I don't like it. I don't think Rhea should have necessarily been involved in this match, but she's box office. She's hitting the big events for this women's division, and her not to be in a title match would kind of seem crazy. But yeah, do her out. Hater, please show Liv, Raquel, and Lyra match. I want to watch it. Unfortunately, because of the copyrights, I can't show the match. I really want to either, but unfortunately, it's just not something to end up getting banned or this being cancelled. Raheem, hands up. What's up, sir? WrestleMania time. Yes, it is WrestleMania time, baby. And this is quite possibly going to be my last live stream For those who know us regularly, Wrestling is Awesome. We've been doing about this for about a year and a half now. We do weekly podcasts and live stream shows. But I've had a little new arrival. My son Zachary was born about 3 weeks ago, and unfortunately I'm struggling with time and commitment for the show right now. So we're going to have to put a pause on the show for the time being. So next week is going to be the last episode for some time. While we take a hiatus to see what's going on. Fancy Cheese, what is it on? It's all on Netflix, baby. WrestleMania is Netflix worldwide. If you're a Netflix subscriber, it's included. Even on the lowest tier, $4.99 a month, it is available. Hey, Sky is so boring. You know what? Unfortunately, because of her language barrier, she doesn't have the mic skills to carry feuds on the microphone, and it's kind of showing this every time she gets to speak. She's interrupted by Bianca or Rhea. But when she cuts some of the video promos where it's subtitled, you know, she knows what to say. She can spin a good story. But in terms of an in-ring talent, she's fantastic. You know, the crowd do warm up to her, they appreciate her talent, but yeah, with that language barrier, it does make it a little bit difficult. Bianca's really strong on the mic. You know, she's 4-0 record of WrestleMania, so it's the longest active streak. So her streak is that continues tonight. She can start building a streak where that could be a match each year, where she doesn't have to be in a title match every year. It could be about her streak. But yeah, she's going to have to win tonight to make that happen.
Nerves are sky high, I'd argue, with the competitors in this opening triple threat match, though. They've all been here before, they've all done it before, they've all had massive success on this kind of stage in the past. Nerves maybe at an all-time low for a match of this magnitude.
Michael Cole, can you spell WrestleMania without the letters E, S, or T?
No, not at all. Bianca Belair, however, in her career has struggled against both Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So let's see how that plays out here tonight.
A lot of roses there.
I think Rhea's got some work to do on her mic skills as well. Her promo work hasn't been the best for the last 12 months. I think Rhea's got some work to do on her mic skills as well. What is it? The juice box? Oh, Jesus. Do they all work for Minute Maid? All these people in these great seats? Or if they win it via a competition?
Watch out, guys. That's something Michael Cole would say.
The juice box. He's got to be better than that loser from Pittsburgh.
Hey, did Bianca come? Bianca Belair is on. She is on screen. She is here. She's wearing a great outfit. Big red cape, loads of roses. Yeah, she looks like a champion, you know. She looks great. So Io and Bianca in the ring. And here comes Rhea. Rhea. What's she wearing? Okay, she's wearing a weird bone. Not quite a mask, veil. It's like a veil. Chris Collins, evening, bro. How you doing? Long time.
I asked Rhea Ripley what WrestleMania means to her. She told me home. Because Rhea Ripley has been a part of every WrestleMania since the year 2020. She's had incredible moments at this big event. And tonight, Rhea Ripley plans to regain her world championship. You know, Pat, we had her on the Pat McAfee show this past Friday, and we talked about this in the
Neil, it's the Joker mask from the Batman. He lost. Oh, okay.
A couple of years, and the word confidence now comes to mind.
Yeah, confidence in who she is.
Chris, sorry I missed last night, fell asleep, not feeling too well. Oh, Chris, sorry to hear that, bro. Hope you're feeling better tonight. I'm presuming you're feeling a little better because you're here. But did you watch night one? Have you caught up? I'm presuming you have. I'm sure you watched it today. What did you think of night one? How did your predictions fare out? Ada, do you love Liv?
And I don't think
I love Liv. I love Liv.
From Riot City Wrestling.
I think Liv is the MVP of the women's division. She has been fantastic over the last 12 months. And personally, I think she should be in a main event title picture in WrestleMania. But, you know, she's got the tag championships, she's running with Raquel, fine. I thought her WrestleMania deserved better because I think the build-up has been great for her.
Career ride for Rhea Ripley.
And if you're watching, just so you know, We Are Wrestling is Awesome are a WWE affiliate, which basically means we can offer exclusive discounts and so forth on anything you buy from WWE Shop, Euro Shop, or Fanatics. So if you check out the description in this video, you'll be able to find our affiliate link. Go there for any purchases you're making on WWE Shop, and that will really support the show. Thank you. Ada, Liv is perfect. I can tell you're a fan by the profile picture. Chris, yes, this morning I enjoyed every match from last night. Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
From Knoxville, Tennessee.
I think the Gunther J, it's very much the same as their other matches. Wasn't really anything much different there. A bit of a surprise in terms of the submission. I actually called it right at the beginning of the match. Neil and I were watching it together. I said to Neil, does Jay have a submission move? And like, no. And then obviously put that on him. I just thought Gunther tapped that a little too quick. Rhea's looking good. Rhea, my sucker friend. Ada's living the Liv life. I thought the New Day versus the War Raiders was not a WrestleMania match. That could have been a Monday Night Raw match. I thought the reason it was going on to the main show was because Big E was going to make an appearance in some form. I predicted he would turn heel because I thought that would be much more interesting. But it didn't happen, and it was just kind of meh. It could have happened on Raw. I think the SmackDown Tag Team title should have been on WrestleMania rather than just on SmackDown. I think that deserved it far more. Street Profits, DIY, Pretty Deadly, Motor City Machine Guns, God Odell, Phantasma. They could have all had a fantastic Bloodline, even Solo and Tamatonga. They could have had a great TLC match. I think it's a huge missed opportunity by WWE.
Yeah, absolutely not. It's a trepidatious time for a champion in a triple threat
Rhea's
matchup
burping while
like
talking.
this.
She's literally tearing us up, saying I'm going to be
have a major advantage.
brother.
There is real bitterness between Belair and Rhea
Hey,
Ripley that
this.
has developed over the past couple of months, and they could take each other out. That's where Io Sky.
Here we go. Bianca and Rhea yelling at each other again. Io being pushed out. They tried to push her out.
Yeah. Starting things off against Rhea and Bianca Belair. And now Rhea and Bianca go after one another. Io Sky now looking to pick up the pace.
From a wrestling point of view, this could be the match of the night.
Although if Io Sky wants to get into a power game, boom!
Chris, I like the ending to the finish. Jay and Gunther. He put Gunther. Home move 180 noses away, getting out of it. Yeah, it's good. You know, you could argue the fact that he learned from his mistakes from his previous matches. He learned his own strengths and weaknesses and used that against Gunther. So I did that. I was just like, it just was a bit quick. I would like Gunther to try a little bit harder. I would have even had Gunther do the passing out. You know, really lock it in and make Jay hold it and let him pass out for the finish. But I suppose a tap is more dramatic for WrestleMania.
Which is exactly what Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair have wanted all along.
Yeah, a couple of waistlock takedowns showing off their power.
Io Sky's okay with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
Bianca's already losing flowers off her costume.
This is a smart thing. This is what Io should have done all along. Step back in that opening onslaught. Let these two rip each other to shreds.
Yeah, but she wants to show the world how good she is, Wade. And a nice kip up by Bianca.
Bianca's getting some boos, you know.
History in this stadium.
She's set up perfectly for a heel turn. And she could be the heel, and Jade could go after her. And that'd be a great program.
Same scenario, same stadium tonight. Belair now.
Bianca Belair, so quick.
Taking advantage of those freak genetics that the EST has shown us many times before.
SEC Championship DNA beating the hell out of Io Sky and Rhea Ripley right now.
And Io slips out from underneath. They're going to try to take advantage of that long braid by Bianca. You've seen that used as a weapon. It can also be a detriment. Into the corner, Bianca kicking her way out.
Heel first to the
Io on the top row.
of Rhea Ripley.
Oh my goodness, double blockbuster.
That was nice.
Covered out by Io, stacks up both women in a kick out.
What an exclamation point that would have been on this defense had she pinned both women simultaneously.
That was a double blockbuster, did you say?
Basement drop kick as well by Sky. And now Io targeting Bianca Belair, launched out to the apron. And Bianca sending the champ into the turnbuckle. Rhea Ripley with a kick drives Bianca outside the ring.
So, felt sorry for Ray last night having to miss out on WrestleMania. He got injured on SmackDown. The Ray Phoenix. Oh, cannonball. But I thought Ray Phoenix did really well.
Io Sky, the genius of the Sky.
Especially being pulled up last minute. Feels no match for the Grande Americano.
Io Sky flying at WrestleMania.
Io Sky so
Io's so good at bumping up the crowd.
The Sky doing what she does best. Now, moments prior to that was Rhea Ripley once again having laser focus exclusively on
Bianca. I
Bianca
think if
Belair
he
and taking
would
her
have
out of
passed
the
out,
jam.
it would have made him look not so much like a general of the ring, because it was clever why so previously when you can tell walk away. Really good take. Strong. That point. Sometimes you need to know when you're beaten and walk away while you can. So yeah, good point.
It does feel like it's hotter earlier than it was last night, but this match could be the reasoning for it.
Chris, did you expect the double heel turn from Paul Heyman?
Belair, who's got a kick out at 2.
Let me know your thoughts on that one.
In the early going, who does that favor, Lee?
Well, and the temperatures like this, endurance does become
in terms of predictions, I went for El Grande, and he won. I thought Naomi was going to win, but pulled it off. That was great. New Day, I had them down for the win. I thought LA Knight was going to win. I thought there'd be an interference from the Bloodline, costing Solo the title, but that didn't happen. I predicted Charlotte, that didn't happen. I predicted Gunther, it didn't happen. But Seth did. I mean, to be honest, I should have picked Jay. I was just trying to be a little bit different. And Tiffany did make sense. I think I was just trying to be a little bit different on those ones. But in terms of the pinfalls, the bonus points, in terms of what was going to happen in each match, nailed all those. I nailed Heyman, the Jay one, I nailed quite a few of those. So myself and Neil ended up with 14 points apiece from last night.
Swinging a bat.
So yeah, not bad.
A baseball team here in a couple of years.
Yeah, good night, champ.
Stadium just to be down the street.
Brief moment of cohesion there from.
Hey, the speaking Japanese is very funny, my friend. For the people that understand your ass.
Which these two have desired so badly.
Hey, there'll be some people in the crowd there that understand it. Maybe if you're, I don't know if you're watching with subtitles, whether you get the translation from Io. Chris, I didn't, to be honest. I thought Paul was just going to walk away from the match with Rapidly and to argue over him. Yeah, okay.
And Rhea now.
Yeah, we called it. We didn't think he was. Oh, Razor's Edge. Io Sky into Bálor here for Belair. We predicted involvement. We kind of booked it slightly differently. I think Neil came up with the ultimate one where he said Roman goes to pin Punk, and then Paul Heyman kind of puts his foot on the rope to stop it, and then Seth would come and curb stomp Roman, and then he would go for the pin on Roman, and then he would end up putting the foot, taking his foot off the rope. Oh no, Seth would kick Roman, stir pump him, kick him out of the ring. He would then cover pump, and then he would like push his foot back off the rope to allow Seth for the win. But he was a lot more involved in that. Just 2 hits to the groin, giving him the chair. Yeah, it was a lot more involved.
Oh, this with a big boot.
Okay, anyways, I have school tomorrow. I have to go. Please, I have to win. Yo, Ada, fair enough. School. Whereabouts are you based, Ada? Because it's in the UK. It's Easter Monday tomorrow, so it's like no school. But Let us know where you're at. We really just know where you're watching from. I will pass your message on to Liv for sure.
Bianca and Rhea both down in the corner.
Now, the Bullet Train attack by Io Sky, both to Rhea and
Chris, who do you
Bianca.
want to win this match? I want Bianca to win this. I think she should win this and then go on a heel turn. And then that would generate a really good match maybe with Jade afterwards, because Jade's kind of done her business with Naomi. Maybe that's not finished yet, but Rhea should be away from the title picture for quite a few periods. So if it's not Bianca, Io, but I went with Bianca. I think she should maintain her WrestleMania record as well. It would take her to 5-0. I think it's the right way to go.
Somehow landed on her face. Rhea and Bianca down as well. Critical moment, Wade, in this match.
Well, Bianca Belair was the chief instigator in that car crash from the top and the second row, but Belair took a nasty landing herself. Io Sky clearly getting the worst of this, but now all three women laid out with the title hanging in the balance.
Indeed it is, as we begin WrestleMania Sunday, with the Women's World Championship hanging in the balance.
Here we go for this one, Chris.
Showing up and showing out when it really counts.
Who's going to survive this and become our champion?
Bianca not allowing Rhea to get back to her feet, at least momentarily. Sold out tonight, Allegiant Stadium. Rhea Ripley with a forearm. Bianca with one as well. Nice drop down by Bianca Belair. And Rhea ducks over the leapfrog and just kicks Bianca out of her boots. Io Sky with a missile drop kick.
Kip up, flip up, Io Sky.
The champ brings the WWE fans to their feet.
Oh, you got not like it. Oh! Was that like a shoulder tackle?
The biggest risk in this kind of matchup is admiring your own handiwork. Io Sky getting lit up by this massive audience backing her to the hill.
Chris, I want Sky to win, give her an open title, run in defense. Also, she's put so much work in. Yeah? True.
She was waiting for Io Sky to be distracted, whether it was giving herself flowers or looking another way. Spears her out of Vegas.
Bianca, shooting star, cover now, hook of the leg, and Rhea with a running knee.
Connected with that 450 splash there, Cole, but I get the point. Dangerously effective guy.
Cover now by Rhea.
I love that way Barrett correcting Michael Cole on his move called. Yes.
Rhea cannot believe it.
It was a 450. It was not a shooting star press.
Bianca Belair finding a whole new level.
Io Sky thought she had it. Bianca Belair spears her out of Las Vegas.
And you're right, Wade. This is a 450 delivered by Bianca Belair. And then Rhea Ripley with a riptide to Bianca. We thought it was over here, and a kick out by Belair.
And that is the highest stack pin possible after the heaviest artillery in this woman's arsenal. If it didn't work, where the hell do you go from here, Ripley?
Rhea's going to turn her attention out of the champion, Io Sky, after Bianca rolls out of the ring.
Io just so happens to be the closest competitor. Maybe another one.
Looking for another riptide now to the champion.
Rhea
Ripley. Oh, nice. Turn around, drop Rhea on her head. Great counter. That DDT by Sky.
Incredible flexibility.
Io now. Oh, ran right into a kick. What a move by Ripley.
It was like a capoeira kick right to the temple of the genius of the Sky, who is groggy, propped up gingerly against the ropes. And now,
so we're going to try again for a riptide off the second rope.
What the hell is Ripley cooking up here?
Io Sky's dazed, confused, and about to be broken.
Io above the top rope. Rhea Ripley glancing out into the sellout crowd. Rhea. Oh, what a
flipped
counter
up.
by Io Sky, countering a massive riptide. Sky, top rope, genius of the Sky. Oh, and Rhea got the boots up.
Oh, Bianca's going to be off.
KOD, kissing Belair.
Oh, Ripley with the save.
450s and riptides. And the KODs.
Over the moonsault was supposed to be it. Rhea gets her boots up. Perfectly timed. Io Sky rolls right into a KOD. That's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Instead, Rhea Ripley.
Chris, I'm like 5 seconds ahead of you. That's probably internet lagging. would probably sync in terms of actually watching it, but the feed from me here to YouTube and you seeing it, yeah, probably 5 seconds.
About it, like a defensive end slapping someone down.
And now Belair talking trash to Rhea.
Ooh. Oh, Bianca getting booed again. They should take advantage of this. Make sure they turn their heel.
Rhea Ripley's hurt enough. And now the slugfest underway. That was a big right by Bianca.
That was a big forearm.
Wobbled the knees of Ripley, who's still game to fight.
Oh, Ray spinning at her.
Out to the apron. Ripley block.
Oh, God. The bitterness really has boiled over now, Cole.
There's some massive shots being thrown here late in the match.
Ray going to try and pick her up for a suplex.
Completely reinvigorated as they throw the heavy leather.
And now Rhea dragging Bianca up toward the top rope. Bianca looking to block.
Oh.
Two of the most powerful women in the game going at it high above the ring.
Big right still.
Headbutt by Rhea drops Bianca to the floor.
It's about the worst place Bianca could have fallen for Rhea Ripley.
Io Sky now.
Uppercut there.
Oh shit, here's on the
Gonna
top.
do here from the top rope. Io Sky fired up once again.
Oh shit.
And look at Rhea, the power of Ripley trying to hang on. Oh, and face first off the post goes Sky. Did you guys hear that?
Attempted a poison runner off the second rope.
Oh, Bianca's back in.
Now with Ripley up top. Oh no! Counter the KOD. Rhea landed at her feet.
And this is degenerated into a hockey fight with headbutts after. Wait a minute.
Going for the riptide. Counter.
Riptide countered by Belair. Bianca, oh my goodness!
Oh no! Oh no!
How is that legal?
Using the brain as a weapon. KOD by Belair.
KOD. Io Sky off the top rope.
For the win. Io Sky.
Yes.
Over the moonsault. Cover on Belair. Sky wins.
That's it.
Sky wins.
Sky retains. Nice. Entertaining match. Good for Io. She lost it last year to Bayley.
What a match.
Chris, did you know something weird about Bayley missing from last night? Yeah, so basically Bayley, what happened I think is on Friday, they showed on the kickoff show Bayley getting attacked backstage. They made it out like it might be Liv or Raquel, TBC. But yeah, then they said, right, you're injured. And they said to Lyra, you have 24 hours to find yourself a new partner. So the thought process is, yes, Becky's going to come back tonight. Huge pop. I think now there's two schools of thought. Either she was going to be on the Raw up main and Becky was legitimately injured. But some of the dirt sheets are saying this has been planned for some time. Which I find hard to believe, because why would you not put Bayley on the program in some form? It made more sense if it was a last minute injury and they had to bring Becky forward to tonight as opposed to maybe Monday Night Raw. But yeah, Becky is anticipated. The only other one it could be is maybe Paige. I can't see anybody else on the roster that would be teaming up with Lyra at this point. There's no chemistry, there's no history. Becky, there's obviously history there. And it'd be a huge pop for WrestleMania. She was at the Hall of Fame with Seth. She was there last night backstage watching while Seth won. There's a video circulating online of her really laughing, enjoying his heel turn and his win. So yeah.
Walking out of WrestleMania.
Also, Pat, what a brilliant display by Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair in this match tonight.
This is awesome, Chance. Scattered throughout the
we don't get enough managers anymore. I feel like someone like Io Sky, if she had a really good manager, then that could elevate her to the next level. She could be a Paul Heyman woman. But advert here for WWE Shop. As I said, wrestling is awesome. We are an official WWE affiliate. So if you're planning on buying any WWE merchandise from WWE Shop in the US, Euro Shop, or even Fanatics, whether it's NFL, NHL, football, whatever it is, baseball, if you use our link, you get exclusive discounts, offers, and you support our show. So we'd really appreciate that.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam,
Yeah, I know about Cardi B.
2 nights, and I will finally be hosting.
Hey, wow, what an opener. Great, really good match, really strong match. That was a much better opening than Jacob the last night. Even though it was a good result and everyone's eating, as a match, top.
WWE SummerSlam, a 2-night event at MetLife Stadium. Scan the code to register for pre-sale information.
We gotta turn up!
The fact that there's a song played throughout WrestleMania is really annoying because I kept getting copyright infringements for yesterday for the audio. But anyway, here's what it is.
Tonight, Pat.
Shout out to the stars coming through. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Founding member of Public Enemy. Flavor Flav is in the house. It's great to see you, Flav. You're the man. How about the Rock? Professional MMA fighter, UFC's current men's bantamweight champion. Absolute dog in the octagon. Spending a Sunday here at WrestleMania. And Rich the Kid.
My guy, Rich.
Rapper out of Atlanta with his boy. I hope you have a fantastic WrestleMania Sunday here.
Chris Bliss is seen in Vegas last night. Also could be space for her to come back. There's a bit of a reach. Yeah, Bliss is someone who's obviously not on the card. Yeah, she's been told that she is in Vegas. I don't think it fits her character narrative. But in terms of the tag titles, it doesn't matter if you're on Raw or SmackDown, so that could work. I'm wondering whether she might show up with the White Six. I'm thinking they might make a showing in the next week or two that you will come back. But, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with Alexa Bliss at the moment. I'm really disappointed not to see her at WrestleMania. I think if anything, they're probably just saving her for the right moment. She'll be a really good opponent next for...
For the longest time, I was so focused on the individuals right in front of me. I didn't realize that somebody was benefiting every time.
Drew McIntyre is so fucking good. I really hope he beats Priest.
40, Drew McIntyre defeats Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Drew can afford to lose, and you still feel he could beat anyone at any time to be champion. Priest, you feel he needs to win more for his character and story? But I think it should be Drew.
But it doesn't end there, does it? Clash of the Castle, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, an Elimination Chamber. Avoid my attention.
Leave. Anyone but Paige or Becky is getting booed. Yeah, Alexa would work as well, but yeah. Is anyone on the current roster? That's going to go down really poorly.
This is about putting you down.
I think Damon should have Biker take it as his manager.
Take anything from me.
Wouldn't be opposed to that. It's like Priest is solid, but there's also it feels like there's something missing sometimes. I don't know what it is.
Logic, right? You're a hypocrite. You make excuses, you bitch and complain, and you point your finger at everybody else other than yourself. You don't have to paint me as the villain of your story anymore. I am your villain. I want you to stop playing the victim.
Maybe it's because he's better as a heel.
My victim.
Priest, I don't know.
The time to pray is now, Drew.
All I asked for was for you to verbally explain to me how I'm wrong. Maybe face me like a man.
2025 Slammy winner, Drew McIntyre.
No.
There you go, on social media.
You hid in the shadows. From underneath, I'll start a rise. The shards of glass went in my eye, and I might never be the same.
I love Eye Patch Drew. Looks so badass.
This match is a year in the making.
They're not ready for this fight.
Lee, Drew is go. Drew is... He is up there, man. I think when... In about another 10 years' time, I think we'll really appreciate Drew. I think he could do with a few more title runs to really feel like he's in the conversation of some of the all-time greats. But everything he does is just brilliant. Because he doesn't have the aura about him. Yeah, that's what lacking with Priest. You know, he was champion and he just felt a bit meh. He was kind of being too nice to people. And I don't think you want that from his character. He was decent in the Judgment Day. Yeah, I just not a huge fan. I had nothing against the guy, just I don't want to. WrestleMania 42 main event Drew versus Gunther. Ooh, that'd be nice. Okay. Drew versus Gunther. Do I want to see Drew face anybody else for the title? Who do I see? Oh, interesting entrance. I don't know. I don't understand the reference, so maybe I was watching this. Looks like some weird Halo stuff. I don't know. But I don't know the reference of Drew, what he's coming out as. We're going to ride this motorized vehicle all the way down.
The following contest is a Sin City Street.
Is this not a weird Clash of the Titans, whatever it is, that shooting video game? Is it Warhammer? The reference?
Drew McIntyre.
It is only
Doom Medieval. Neil gets all the freaking references, man. Thank you, Neil.
As a Sin City street fight. The hatred wave.
Of course, he needs to be more dark on his gimmick. Also, if they would piss him vinegar. Yeah, 100%.
The past several months has been one of victimhood. He argues that Damian Priest has cheap-shotted him numerous times over the past 12 months, of course, starting last year at WrestleMania when Priest cashed in his Senior Money in the Bank contract on the new, at the time, champ Drew McIntyre, and it's got worse from
Drew's got to be the greatest comeback wrestler, right? For being released from WWE and coming back.
Security guards over the past several weeks.
Let me know if I'm missing anyone who might be better.
No holds barred. Sin City Street.
Chris Collins, is we Clash of the Titans game? So is it Clash of the Titans game, or Neil reckons it's Doom Medieval, so it's related to the Doom video game? You know, it did look more like the helmet at the top of the stage, like Doom. The War Raiders shit they were wearing, yes, it was fucking awful.
Vegas. Do you know the things that happen on the streets of Las Vegas? There's a lot. The possibilities are endless on the Sin City streets, let alone whenever there's a fight to be had between two men that can't stand each other.
I don't think Drew particularly liked what he was wearing, but I think maybe he was told he had to for this video game thing, because he's getting that shit off quick. And he's just breaking through the top of the ropes. He does not look happy.
Drew's throwing all his Doom gear out right now.
He was dressed as Doom Slayer, I believe.
There you go. Doom Slayer.
Well, there's Doom Guy, Doom Slayer, there's Samuel Hayden, Con McKeer, and Dave Groff. The Dark Lord will get you every once in a while, but Hell Knight's a problem. Doom Slayer can really kick some ass. You know what I'm saying?
You're quite the gamer, like I said last night.
Oh, the Cockademon.
The what?
The Cockademon.
Chris advertised it last night for WrestleMania on YouTube with the War Raider. Oh, okay.
That's right, Doom.
Yesterday it was Packer, today it's Cockadema. Whatever next, Pat.
Right now,
Oh my god, Priest is getting like live instrumental intro?
Don't have the mic. Don't have the mic.
Is that guitar plugged in properly? Because that sounds shit.
my face is melting cold.
I'm not impressed. Punk got the live entrance last night and didn't win. Yeah, it's true. That's a fun song. This is just grungy and depressing. That guitarist intro was fucking awful. Oh, he's got some weird leather wings. I just don't like his gimmick. He obviously likes it. Yeah, Chris, the guitar, right? Too much reverberation. 100%, that was awful. Those rings make him look like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Yes, Neil! Maybe that was the reference we didn't understand.
The legendary metal band Slayer. We're back for select shows across the US and the UK, including one concert hosted by Damian Priest himself.
Damian Priest with a Slayer guitar solo to lead him into WrestleMania.
Come on, we all want Drew for this.
Into a street fight against Drew McIntyre. Has to be feeling like a professional wrestling god right now.
There's a complete shift in the
Oh, Chris, while you're here, I wanted to give you a shout out because you've been following the show for quite some time now. Been really supportive, appreciate you. Next week's going to be our last podcast episode. I am taking a semi-retirement, going on hiatus for a while. I had a new baby 3 weeks ago. I just do not have the time to be able to do a weekly show, so unfortunately that's not going to happen. We might still do these PLE streams, because I think sometimes it's fun to watch with other people. Last night I had Neil on and stuff like that and watched it together. But yeah, I just want to thank you, Chris, particularly for your support of the show since we started. Thank you very much. I still might post some random stuff on TikTok every now and then. So I need to update the predictions table. So
Drew's locked in.
I went for Bianca, didn't get it. Neil went for EO. Pinfall.
This is a street fight.
Oh,
Anything goes.
EO pins Rhea? No, pins Bianca, right? So you didn't get that one. Interference, no. Lee went for EO as well. Pins Rhea. Naomi, interference, yeah, it didn't happen.
And this is going to be an ugly one, folks. And I mean that in a great way. Priest now with an elbow takes out McIntyre.
Chris, congratulations. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, the baby boy, Zachary, he is 4 weeks old. He'll be 4 weeks old on Wednesday. Hence, we haven't had an episode for a few weeks. So we did 2 last week, this show this weekend, and just, there's too much. The amount of sleep not getting, yeah. So we'll see what happens in the future. You know, me and my mates still going to be chatting about it online, and not that I'm not going to be watching the product. And hopefully if there's some other wrestling shows out there, I would love to appear on those shows. I'd love to talk about wrestling. I know that Sam from Sam's on Wrestling, they do a show and they'll be having guests on soon. I'd like to be a part of that. So I don't know if you've watched Sam from Sam's on Wrestling, Chris. He's been on our show a few weeks. He's really great, really entertaining, so hopefully he'll be on there. Maybe some other shows as well. We'll see what happens. Nick, who does Heroes in Hype, because I love to talk about movies as well. That's where my first podcast originated. Creative Control, we talked about movies. Hopefully I'll appear as a guest on his. Because I can talk for about an hour and a half. It's just all the production stuff in it to see everything goes afterwards. So
Damian Priest hits off his face. Bong! Drew McIntyre.
I do remember, Chris. Yes, you have 4 girls under 10. That's quite something. So Lee, you thought you had your hands full. Chris has 4 girls under 10.
Into the barricade. Ribs first.
Actually, Lee's got.
Almost hitting Wade.
And who else has got girls?
Behind the hydration station.
Alex has got 2 girls.
Thinking table time.
Well, we're about 2 minutes
Nick
deep
has
into this one, and both men
2
already
girls, or one of
through
each.
the ringer, but clearly
He's got a couple.
has had the upper
Yeah,
hand.
4 under 10.
Oh,
That's something.
The upper hand. McIntyre with a right now bouncing Priest. Chest first off.
Come on, Drew. Ruin it.
Oh, now right on top of our table here.
Now, we know these tables go down. They're not like the Raw and SmackDown ones.
Every shot takes so much out of their opponent.
These are big lads. They want to do big damage to each other.
McIntyre just an angry dude as he delivers the steps off the face of Priest.
Right to the temple of Priest.
And again, Priest knocked to the floor.
This guy's going to have to get his hands up or he's going to keep eating steel stairs until he doesn't remember tonight.
You can't block that, though, to the spine.
Nice.
Kind of match you just have to leave humanity.
Come on, I see Drew texting again.
Of who is
having fun at work.
To stoop to the lowest level.
Drew McIntyre is. You and I both know that.
Well, if that's the truth, Pat, Drew McIntyre is going to win tonight.
Another stare to the spine of Damian Priest. Beating up his spine, beating up his soul. McIntyre's in control. And
yes,
that was McIntyre's
he's got his
brother.
phone. Is he going to take a selfie?
And now taking a selfie of the damage he's done to Priest. Hey, now it's last year. Again, let's go back to WrestleMania last year.
That's amazing.
Was around taking selfies at ringside with his wife, and what happened? Punk attacked him. Priest cashed in. You think
I
McIntyre
love
would
that.
learn after what happened
Chris, I'll always
last
come
year?
back to your channel when you start streaming again. You're ready to. I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you so much. Very kind of you.
Style, and that selfie, I guarantee you, has already gone viral online.
Well, I think Drew was thinking to himself, it wasn't a mistake last year. I'll do it again.
Oh, and now right to the ear of Priest with that chair.
And this has all now become way too easy for Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest.
Lots of bottles of water. Looks like Costco water.
This man's at a Home Depot buying 2 tables.
And we've seen numerous shots already in this one that will take most
some
superstars
Kirkland
out
water
for
under the
several
table.
weeks. Put them on the shelf.
Yeah.
This match is still ongoing.
Got Prime out on the side, but yeah, the production crew just actually want water.
But this is about punishing the Punisher.
4 different sets of stairs have been used. There's a chair in the ring. Now 3 tables have been lifted from
who's going
underneath
over
the
the
ring. 2 of them
normally
being
the person who
set
sets
up
up
for
the
a
table
nice
is the one going through
right
them,
here in
right?
front of us, Drew McIntyre's thinking crazy.
Yeah, nice look, Drew.
Big kick off the edge of the ring.
Smile. And now Priesto with a right hand. And another one, McIntyre teetering on the apron. Above the tables now. Damian Priest and a headbutt. Must go kiss by McIntyre.
Goes to show Damian Priest had too much durability. McIntyre taking way too long setting those tables up, and he's lucky he got out of this one, catching Damian Priest with that Glaswegian kiss.
He needs to stop taking the Scottish victory laps
So
every
Drew
time.
at the moment.
McIntyre takes to the air.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
How much does he weigh?
There's nothing this man can't do.
Damian Priest
God
ate every
damn
ounce
it.
of that. The Flying Scotsman.
How about a flying bust?
Flying bus? Cole, come on, bro.
This McIntyre's special. If Priest can handle all this, the toughness scale's got to be much higher.
Yeah.
McIntyre's asking for Vegas.
Acknowledge this man.
Swaggering confidence of McIntyre, a man who has been to the top numerous
Oh,
times in the past.
he's about to hit him with a chair.
You know what's coming now. McIntyre looking for a claymore. Oh, my God. Damian Damian Priest just threw a Claymore.
Yeah, Drew dodged it somehow.
Cover now. Hook of the leg for
Priest is
the win.
going to kick out the Claymore.
Priest kicks out.
Oh, God, McIntyre got so lucky there. Flinched at the right moment. That chair bouncing off at an ugly angle. That could have
Priest's
been way,
ability,
way
both are
worse.
very
But Drew
good. It's
McIntyre
true.
could have lost an eyeball in that one, but bouncing back with a Claymore, I have no idea how Priest is still ticking.
Drew McIntyre deflects the chair off his face, hits him with a Glasgow kiss, and now uses the chair for his advantage.
Again, working the spine and the back. He started with the steps. Now he's using the steel chair to his advantage. And once again, McIntyre to the spine.
You know, when your back hurts, your whole body hurts. It affects everything. Drew McIntyre with a big brain decision here to attack the spine.
And now,
Oh,
McIntyre going to wrap the chair around the neck of Damian Priest.
He can't do this.
God, the Street King is looking anything but the
Was he gonna
Street
Claymore
Fighter
him
right now. He is
with the chair
getting
around his neck?
annihilated.
Don't do it, Drew. That's too far.
McIntyre. Went right.
South of heaven.
Burst into the south of heaven. Flat out straight choke slam. Covered now by Priest. And a kick out by McIntyre.
Highly impactful, but you're right. It was a variation on the standard delivery. A desperation strike from Priest when it looked like all was lost. Take a look at this chair. It was a glancing blow off the forehead of Drew, which is why he was able to follow it up with that Claymore. But here you go, here's that choke slam. Not a full-on south of heaven, and McIntyre just about kicking out. This one swinging back and forth in the last 60 seconds.
Well, the thing is, if a McIntyre hit that Claymore with that chair wrapped around Damian's neck, he would have decapitated him.
Over. Everything.
And now it's Priest who's going to return the favor. Did you hear that? I felt it.
Damn.
That is a kidney shredding chair shot to
Cracking
the
his,
lower back.
And Priest again.
cracking his back rack.
McIntyre is going to be peeing blood for weeks after that. I've seen guys put in hospital for that exact same move for several months.
One more. Damian Priest is thinking.
Oh, and again.
He's not done.
Drew taking those like a champ.
And Priest now ripping the protective pad off the turnbuckle area.
Damian Priest, the guy who grew up in some of the roughest areas of Puerto Rico and the Bronx, struggling with gangs daily. Clearly he can take a beating. Oh,
Spine buster.
Spine to pine, pal. Drew McIntyre gives himself a breather in the middle of getting his ass kicked.
Look, all these instruments of destruction around the ring can aid you in destroying your opponent. They can also be a massive distraction. And Priest took too long setting that chair up, allowing McIntyre to somehow get back in this.
And now McIntyre setting up the table.
It is Easter. Happy Easter. That ain't no Easter dinner or lunch table. That's a McIntyre destroying Damian Priest table. Welcome to a Sin City street fight.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and the way this is looking, the carcass of one of these two men is going to remain in the Mojave Desert.
Choke slam him off the top
and now
rope.
McIntyre with Priest on his
He's got
shoulders.
him up.
Sheamus is furious, trying for that white noise.
And now a blow
Power
to the
bomb.
back. Priest
Razor's
now,
edge.
Priest now with McIntyre. Priest,
yo!
Razor's edge to the table. Cover. Kick out by McIntyre.
Good man.
Priest, whose hero was the late, great Razor Ramon, uses the Razor's edge to send McIntyre through the table and almost pick up the win.
Chico almost got the 1, 2, 3. What more does he have to do to Drew? Survey says
I wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be opposed to Damian Priest going with a Razor Ramon type gimmick.
Plenty of other weapons of destruction
Damian needs a Bam
strewn
Dark
around
Knight
the
style
ring and the
gimmick from the
ringside
comic books.
area. Pick your poison, Damian Priest.
And it's funny, most of these weapons were introduced by McIntyre and now are going to be used against him.
The danger you run in a match like this, falling on your own sword.
That's the risk of Sin City, Michael Cole.
Vegas always wins in the end. Priest now.
Somehow,
Trying to go
some
for
way.
the south of
And
the
now
voice.
McIntyre. Thump right to the
McIntyre's
eye.
bleeding
Trying to
on the
poke
back.
out the eye.
Bit of wood
Both
on
men have
from the
gone
table,
for
I'd
the eyes in
imagine.
recent weeks. McIntyre, of course, having to wear that eye patch at one point.
McIntyre now hooks Priest. Future shock DDT. McIntyre may have hurt himself, but he's still able to go into the pin, into the inside leg, and Priest is able to kick out.
Yeah, you should be completely out cold after that one. The cranium of Damian Priest rattling off this steel. No way to block that whatsoever.
The referee's like,
eye there, and somehow instinct kicking back into the Punisher just in time.
only gimmick match on the card, this one.
For the second straight match, our sellout crowd chanting, "This is awesome."
This is WrestleMania, and these two are trying to
Come on,
steal
Drew,
the
finish
show
this.
and steal a win in a Sin City street fight.
Look at the anger and the disdain in the eyes of Drew McIntyre looking on at Priest.
Damian Priest stomping. Oh,
They're
slapping.
going to go toe to toe.
Complete disrespect by McIntyre, and Priest is going to show no respect either. And now the slugfest underway in the ring.
Ali against Foreman in there. Two heavyweights giving it their absolute best, burning themselves out in pursuit of victory.
And a Glasgow kiss again by McIntyre. Oh, and a big clothesline by Priest.
Priest needs a breather after that. How could you not?
And you're right, Wade. This has the feel of the old heavyweight matches of old at Las Vegas on the Strip.
This is the point both men know they should be home and dry. An opponent is not supposed to be able to take this level of abuse. But that hatred, that detached, ice-cold bitterness between these two is driving both men forward.
Both these men are going to feel terrible tonight and probably for the rest of the month.
The body is already screaming stop, and we might be
It's
going
old
old school here.
Indeed we are.
Push him off the top
Damian
through the
Priest,
tables.
who also idolize the Undertaker. Set through the tables. Set through the tables. Prince took a little bit too much time on the tightrope, and McIntyre
Chris, Punisher type
made
gimmick.
it
Yeah,
pay.
I think that would really suit Damian, a Punisher type gimmick.
Holy!
You can say it, Pat. Shit.
Smirking through the grimace is McIntyre. The damage is done. Priest is a beaten man, but you've got to pin him.
McIntyre has suffered
That chair's still in the
an
corner.
immense amount of pain here tonight as well. Damian Priest, look at his eyes.
Neither man's body is cooperating whatsoever. The problem for Priest is his mind isn't cooperating either at this point. Drew's in mental control at least.
There has to be internal damage done to both of these men.
McIntyre dragging Priest back into the ring, putting him face first now into the chair. McIntyre drops back to the corner. What does McIntyre
Claymore onto
have
the chair.
planned? A Claymore into the
Nice.
into the chair.
That was awesome.
Damian Priest, that's gotta be it.
An Uber Claymore for McIntyre.
Yes.
Wow.
Here is your winner,
Very happy with that.
Drew McIntyre.
What an incredible, physical, violent match tonight between these two superstars.
We said at the start, who is prepared to lead? Humanity at the door. The answer was both men, but clinical and pitiless. At the closing moments there was McIntyre, who took full advantage of his
So I actually
surroundings
went for Priest because I
and
thought Priest was
sent
going to win it.
Damian Priest
But
to
I'm much
hell.
happier that
Damian Priest
obviously
is down
McIntyre
and
won
out.
it.
McIntyre forcing the official Dan Engler to raise his hand in victory at WrestleMania.
Sin City street fight led up to the name.
Future shock DDT to start things.
Onto the steel stairs, he somehow kicks out of it.
And then Priest tries to go old school, and he paid for it.
The tables that McIntyre had set up earlier, he clearly had not forgotten about him, but that chair in the corner with this Claymore.
Chris, I have to make coffee.
Priest
Good shout.
sandwiched between
I'm on the
a
Red
rock
Bull.
and a hard place.
And I've got my
And
coffee
that is
here
just
ready for later.
game over after what was an epic performance and effort from two men who left it all
Nicely
out
done.
there tonight. And get both of these two medical attention immediately.
Damian Priest telling the official, I can't breathe, I need medical help out here tonight. Dangler calling for some emergency help as McIntyre celebrates.
Maybe Priest will take some time out.
Well,
I'm always right in the end.
we're going to take an exclusive
We
first
believe
look
in you,
now
Drew.
at Doom, the Dark Ages. Stand and fight as the unstoppable
Paramisic, I need
in a
to see
medieval war against hell. Available
Drew
May 15th
tweeted.
on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC. Pre-order now.
Launch the Slayer.
Drew, still bored of work.
They fear him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Still bored of work. Yes, Drew. King. You are king, sir.
Power of hell. Cowering. Of one man.
Rated M for mature.
This October, John Cena lands in Perth for a full-scale WWE takeover. It all starts with
Oh,
SmackDown,
John Cena's going to Perth.
ends with Raw, and in the center of it all, Cena takes the spotlight for one of WWE's most massive nights in Perth. 3 nights, 1 epic weekend, all at RAC Arena. WWE TakeOver Perth this October.
WWE
Scan
Perth
the code.
Takeover this
Don't miss
October.
it.
See, the thing about advertising this stuff here, where it seems like I'm going to win WrestleMania and go home.
WWE returns to Perth for a massive weekend takeover this October as RAC Arena, Raw, SmackDown, and a soon-to-be-announced premium live event. And this will be John Cena's last ever match in Australia. Stay tuned for more details later this month. We'd like to extend a special thank you to The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi for Timeless, a theme song of WrestleMania 41 off the new album, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Make sure to catch Hurry Up Tomorrow, the movie, in theaters May 16th. Pat, celebrities are everywhere in Vegas.
Absolutely. We can't thank everybody enough for coming. How about Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions?
Fox is happy.
Absolutely. Everybody in Detroit loves Jahmyr, an absolute dog. Speaking of dogs, friend of the WWE, double champ, UFC commentator, Daniel Cormier is in the building. Right next to Kill Tony founder, Kill Tony host, and the host of the Roast of WrestleMania, happening tonight at 10 p.m. in the Blue Live Theater in Fontainebleau. Tony Hinchcliffe is here.
Tony Hinchcliffe, yeah. Not fun.
Aerial coverage.
TP looked very uncomfortable there. I hope he isn't legit hurt. Yeah, I hope so.
Since 1925.
Or maybe it'll just take some
Happy
time
100th
off.
to the Goodyear blimp. And Wade, speaking of the Goodyear blimp, we saw Io Sky take a ride in the blimp this week. So did this man, Penta, who in a matter of moments will battle in a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. I talked to Penta earlier today, and he told me this is a highlight of his career, being able to fly high above Vegas in the blimp, and he said being a part of WrestleMania, probably the biggest highlight of his career thus far. The stakes are high, the chips are in, and the Intercontinental Championship is on the
Four-way
line.
up next.
Will Bron Breakker have the dogs barking in Las Vegas? Or will the likes of Penta, Finn Bálor, or dirty Dominik Mysterio find gold in the desert? It's a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Coming up next, for now, let's get a closer shot at how these 4 competitors got here. Intense, high impact personified. The unpredictable badass, Bron Breakker, the Intercontinental Champion.
Everyone thinks that they want to be in the title picture until they realize that I am the title picture. There isn't a man on this planet that can take my title.
Bron, my name is Finn Bálor, and I shoot up little rookies like you for breakfast. I was the first ever Universal Champion, and soon to be again Intercontinental Champion.
Remember this matchup?
Lee, this next match I want to see Neil's booking happen. Yeah.
Talk to our general manager, Adam Pearce.
Are we going to have a new faction? New faction for
Whatever it takes to get the job
Finn?
today back on top.
Are we going to have a new member of the Judgment Day appear? Maybe Aleister Black? But there's been this vignette on SmackDown, and I thought that was kind of pointing towards Aleister appearing on there. I would have thought he's going to be a SmackDown guy, but I could be wrong.
Penta, the guy who just declared that he wants to
Why I had work was Drew get good game. Yeah, Drew versus Priest was a good match. It was very solid. Drew kind of dominated, to be honest. He came out top. Drew's the winner. Fantastic. He also tweeted live, took a selfie, but by the side of the ring when Priest was down, he tagged still border work. Great. He's awesome. Glad he won. Now Drew should be moving to the title picture. Who's it? SmackDown? Oh, maybe. Cena thing. I don't know if it's going to be Drew Cena, so it's a tough one. Drew has still got some unfinished business with the Bloodline thing, so maybe we might go after.
I know you're good, but
Jacob Plateau.
I'm going to offer you a spot in the Judgment Day. You could be Intercontinental Champion tonight.
Breaker, Penta for the title. Penta's got a lot on his mind tonight. Dominik Mysterio made an offer earlier on for Penta to join the Judgment Day. Oh, and Dominik now with a chop block to the back of the knee. That'll cause him disqualification. Breaker fighting back now from behind. Bálor with a steel chair.
Judgment Day wants an answer from Penta.
Oh! Down goes Tom Bálor beside himself.
No new members of Judgment Day tonight.
The general manager, Adam Pearce, has now made this official. Bron Breakker will defend the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, that's Spear to Carlito.
And Penta at WrestleMania.
I will my WrestleMania moment.
Finn Bálor did not see.
I so want Dom to win this.
We've all heard what people are saying about Dom. That you're not tough enough. That you don't have the killer instincts. That you're a loser.
If it's a fight that you're looking for, I will gladly kick all your asses.
Dom pinning Finn. That's the way to go, man. Penta's gonna have a cool entrance for sure. Okay, I thought there was going to be more to it than that. I do like his green and gold gear, it's very cool. Nice little custom jacket he's got there. Drew still has problems with Punk and Seth, also Roman, but I don't want him involved in that because we're second of loss against him. Yeah, it's not the time to get back involved in that feud, 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the WrestleMania.
Be interesting to see where that feud goes next.
WWE by storm since the beginning of the year.
Drew...
Penta.
Sorry, try that again. Is
yesterday.
Roman and Punk gonna kind of just
team
up a little bit of a sense against Seth? Is Paul Heyman gonna have to go out and get someone else to help protect Seth? Maybe a tag match? Seth teaming up with somebody else versus Roman and Punk at some point?
A former three-time AAA World Tag Team Champion. And he's here at his first WrestleMania tonight.
Yeah, what a moment for Penta, the man who has blown the minds of the WWE Universe since arriving a couple of short months ago. Now, of course, his brother Ray Phoenix from the SmackDown brand competed last night, also making a WrestleMania debut, albeit in a loss against El Grande Americano. Can Penta go on better tonight?
Penta was for WrestleMania. I said it the other week. I can't wait for WrestleMania to experience Penta. The fans of the WWE Universe from all around the globe are getting a chance to experience this man in person for the first time.
Superstar that has caught on in record time thanks to this charisma that simply transcends language and cultural barriers.
We won't see Punk wrestling again until Backlash.
No fear whatsoever on the biggest
True.
stage of his entire
But
career,
Backlash is only 3 weeks away.
Prize on the line.
Had a great talk with Penta earlier today, Pat. You and I talking to him about this night. He said last night he had tears in his eyes. He was emotional with his brother's debut at WrestleMania.
Most PLEs tend to be 5-match cards.
Very emotional here in his
very
debut
tight.
tonight.
And we let him know quickly that he is supposed to be here, just like his brother. And it's a shame to say, this dude is too.
Yes, Dom.
Uh-oh,
Well,
yes, the greatest Mysterio of all time.
Facts. Never earned that mask from his father, Rey Mysterio. Of course, missed WrestleMania because of injury. Then he couldn't get it off his head.
You don't know the first thing about Lucha Libre, do you? The mask is supposed to be difficult to take off.
Oh my God. Of course you're going to defend Dominik. He never earned the darn mask, Wade. But nonetheless, I want to know who placed the sponsor for this match in the entrance of Dominik Mysterio. Because this match is presented by...
Match is presented by... No one. It's been cut out. Okay.
Mysterio likes to stay clean thanks to dude wipes.
And if you have a dump that's like Dominik Mysterio, go ahead and use dude wipes to clean the cheeks.
Dude wipes? Match is presented by dude wipes, maybe?
Shite! You know how to spin everything.
What do you mean? It's just the truth. I'm an expert at Lucha Libre.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're an expert at using dude wipes.
Everybody dumps. Those people dump dirty doms into the toilet.
Looks like he's been in the gym, doesn't it?
Couldn't get the mask off.
Leave Dominik alone, man. They're just bloody selfish, just jealous. Jealous of his talent, his good looks,
Potential.
his charisma with women.
Teammate.
Or enemy.
Did you hear about Jay talking about winding down now, having not much time left, maybe a couple of years at most? Is that Jay Uso that they're talking about? I haven't heard that. Oh, Finn, you look fucking ridiculous. What the fuck is that? That looks fucking dumb. So no, I didn't hear about that, Chris, at all.
Okay,
Interesting.
Lucha Libre expert, explain to me that match that Finn Bálor had on.
I can't explain that one. I'm not quite sure Finn Bálor views himself as a luchador. I didn't even see any eye holes in that particular mask, but the truth is, Finn Bálor is here as a Grand Slam champ, and regardless of masks or luchadors or whatever other styles may arrive in this matchup, for me, Finn Bálor has to be the red-hot favorite.
Finn Bálor looking to win his third Intercontinental Championship here tonight. Penta seeking his first singles title. Dominik is a two-time North American champion at NXT and a tag champ.
Finn Bálor is
interesting.
more than capable
Well,
to become the Intercontinental
I can see
champion here
that.
tonight.
Jay's been doing this a long time now. You know, he's got family and stuff, and that's always tough being away from home.
Have a massive advantage here if they can team up together.
Yeah,
and take
you know,
out their
his singles runs come late. Had a huge tag team career. Another couple of years, and then out. Yeah, why not?
WrestleMania match that will be inserted
So they want someone like Jey Uso.
cards later this year.
He's embracing a moment in 2 years. I'm not sure people are going to feel about him the same way. So I think if he can go out on a high,
you never know.
at a really good level of popularity, that's the best way.
You're going to want to pull the patch.
Team with Jimmy one more time.
Of the following
Win
match.
the tag team champions again. That'd be cool.
Dogs are barking in Las Vegas, Nevada.
The unpredictable badass.
I feel for Bron Breakker. He's such a talent. But whenever he's had the title on him, he's not utilised properly. He doesn't get the TV time, he doesn't get the match times. He's great when chasing, but when he's champion, I mean, to be honest, that's most of the champions. They don't get a lot of screen time when they're champion. It's all about the chase to best, to go against the champion. But I like to see champions on TV, even if it's just interviews, talking, scoring up against potential people. It doesn't always have to be against the #1 contender. Yeah, Dom wins his title, let Bron Breakker move on, and he can go after, maybe go after Jey Uso. Because obviously they had their program for the Intercontinental, so they can have a program for the World Heavyweight Championship next. That could work.
The victory and win the championship. So Breakker does not have to be involved in the decision, much like we saw earlier tonight in the triple threat rules.
Yeah, and that's personally why I back Finn Bálor to win this whole thing. Look, one-on-one, I'm probably going to back Bron Breakker against anyone. The man is simply indestructible, but there's been a level of hubris to the young champ. He's saying, yeah, I'll fight you all at the same time. Bad, critical.
That's alright, Bron's got 123.6% chance of winning.
Saw the triple threat. Io Sky managed to pull out the victory. It may be different here tonight, and you're right. Breakker does not have to be factored into the ending for this to change hands.
That's one again. Eddie Orengo refereeing this matchup here tonight. So again, Bron Breakker defending the championship. This is his WrestleMania.
I've seen the World Heavyweight Championship with Jey Uso's badges on them. It looks great with the blue on it, I have to say. A little bit of colour makes the belt pop.
He has beaten Penta, Bálor, and Dominik. And we're underway. And Breakker goes straight after Dominik Mysterio, who many would consider the weak link in this matchup, so I don't find that a surprise.
Yeah, you especially, I bet, Michael Cole. But look, immediately...
See, the thing is, the crowd love Penta. They're not going to get behind Bron beating down on
the
Penta.
same page tonight's about business.
Yeah, the champion knows that he's going to get attacked by the others. And here's the judgment.
Well, the champions get less time and feel less important when they are chasing. Yeah, it's true. I just don't think they've quite hit the balance right on some of them. But Chelsea Green gets lots of TV time as US champ. That's great. Lyra Valkyria didn't get any until the last couple of weeks, and when she has been on, she's been trying to go for the Elimination Chamber qualifications. And then the tag team gauntlet match, she's going for other championships and titles. It's like, okay. Yeah, Bron hasn't had the TV time, but LA Knight has been getting TV time too.
Bron Breakker like a flying missile takes out Penta.
A jungle cat just flew the entire length of the ring.
I think Bron Breakker may have just broken the long jump world record after these incredible moves. Oh, God, connected.
Just this huge shoulder tackle. But I just like champions to be more ringside, more present. Not just these backstage interviews that just end up online only. But Bron Breakker, when he was as champion, he potentially could have just been having squash matches against maybe some of the lesser people. He could pick his opponents, go through Alpha Academy instead of Gunther going through them.
And then a big slam.
250 pounds.
Yeah, it have to be title matches, but just squashing people each week.
Good night. He just speared Dominik. Shirt look here tonight, and Bálor breaks things up.
Well, Dirty Dom needs those dude wipes after that connection to his
Bron just looking at Finn like, how dare you break up the pin?
Bálor, you're on your own.
Loose butts certainly possible after the super spear, and Finn might be needing some dude wipes as well.
And Breakker now burying his shoulder into the midsection of Bálor. Back elbow caught Penta. Breaker is all business tonight. How about when he pulled out some Steiner math at the kickoff show a couple of days ago, Pat?
He said he has a 129.2% chance of winning.
And it made sense what he said.
Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom.
25%.
Dirty Dom. Dirty
He'll take
Dom.
12.5% there.
Cody felt bad for being Roman because Tyrone didn't feel that great. Yeah, definitely. Cody's always better as chasing, but as the face of the company, he's great for the brand in that sense. The thing is, the matches themselves are pretty good. He had a good match against like AJ Styles and even Logan Paul, you know. The matches Cody had were quite entertaining and quite good. And he just suffers with the build-up sometimes. Because he's on TV too much, you kind of get sick of him.
Rips every ligament in your shoulder.
And Gunther, you know, he had a few like fluky wins.
And Penta with Bálor up.
Outside interference.
Breaker. Look at the power. A double German. And a kip up.
What's a beast?
This guy's insane.
The most highly charged cataclysmic superstars I have ever witnessed. And he just gets better and better.
This dude's a beast.
So much fun to watch and call his matches. Now he's measuring Penta. Penta knows what the spear feels like, and he may feel it again. Breaker into the corner, shoulder first.
There's a great reaction move there from Penta.
And Dirty Dom, that was a great move by Dominik there. Taking advantage up over the top.
Dirty Dom laying in wait.
And now Dominik bringing some offense to the matchup.
Like a hyena.
The crowd is cheering Dom, you know.
Basement drop kick. Sends Breaker outside the ring, and Dominik's feeling it. And there's a contingent here who seem to be in Mysterio's corner.
Yeah, we are all in Mysterio's corner.
Welcome to the greatest luchador on planet Earth.
Made great by the
Carlito's here.
Eddie Guerrero, the three amigos, but blocked off the second one by Penta. And you know who just showed up here at ringside, guys? He's eating an apple. Judgment Day's Carlito.
Things are looking real swell right now for the Judgment Day. Fully in cahoots, fully in control.
Breaker back in the ring, double team now by Judgment Day. Bálor and Dom working very well together in this matchup here tonight.
Well, they simply had to. All those tensions put to one side. The pursuit of victory.
Double suplex.
Breaker with a double suplex.
And he held him there. It wasn't just a flip.
Freak of nature.
This dude's
Jesus.
So strong, so explosive, so smart.
Belly to belly throw, tossing Bálor around the ring. Dominik tossed as well.
With ease.
Bron Breaker, just a blast of kinetic energy.
Well, Dominik tried to sneak in from behind, and he was spun around by a clothesline.
Breaker's just oscillating around the ring.
Breaker's just smiling.
Painful.
Breaking
Steiner.
Connecting, cover by Breaker. Hook to the leg for the win.
Nah.
Kicks it too.
I mean, spot the weakness on Breaker, the technique, the conditioning, the power, the explosivity, and of course, the high-flying moves.
And the ring IQ, and the second generation. I mean, the list goes on and on. That's why he's our Intercontinental Champion.
Hall of Fame genetics. The son of Rick Steiner, the nephew of Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers.
Former professional football player. Has it all.
And the Steiners competed right here in Las Vegas at WrestleMania the first time around. Penta now with a kick to the face. Dominik with a drop kick to Penta. Bálor back on his feet, clears Breaker out of the ring.
Oh, is Dom gonna roll Finn out?
Dominik stalking Bálor from behind.
It's too early, Dom.
And a drop kick puts Bálor in the position for a 619. Carlito begging about to do it. Bálor intercepts.
Oh, Finn caught him. He's in trouble.
And now Finn.
Oh no, Dom.
On Dominik and Penta. Gonna take advantage. Penta driver for the win and the title. Breaker breaks it up.
Breaker.
There's that top speed of Bron Breaker coming into play, saving his
Dom,
own
championship
with that breakup just as he was slipping away. And this is the moment.
Because he's champion on their own shows, and you'll probably see him too much. Also, the heavyweight champion doesn't show the WWE champion and both it's on the TV. Yeah, because there's been so many times where Cody's been on Raw, and then Gunther hasn't appeared. And it's like, you don't need him to be on both shows. I think a lot of it has to do with Netflix wanting Cody on their show. And when you have in North America Netflix, Raw on Netflix, and then SmackDown on USA, they both want the top talent on their networks to bring the viewers. If SmackDown and Netflix were both on Netflix, as they are in the rest of Europe in the US, it would change it all. You would need them on twice a week. The Netflix are like, yeah, we pay like 40 billion for this. We want Cody Rhodes, who's the most over guy at the moment.
Completely legal. Dom looking to steal it from behind. Kick out at 2 by Penta.
Tights there from Dirty Dom, but it wasn't enough to put away.
But yeah, if you're going to have a brand split between Raw and SmackDown, this should be...
Mexican Destroyer in the middle of the ring. And Carlito getting involved, pulling Penta off.
Yeah, it's no DQ.
Sending Penta right into the announce table.
Yes,
Penta had
Carlito.
this thing won, but it was taken away by Carlito.
But yeah, with the brand split, they should just be on their own shows.
Lost the damn plot.
Well, you're not even supposed to be out here.
And this suddenly does not feel safe whatsoever.
That's it, Carlito. You tell him, shut up.
Get the hell out of here, Carlito.
Carlito, get the hell off the desk.
He's looking to
Oh,
take
Carlito's going through the table.
Oh my God! Pat, look out! Look out! Carlito to the table. Breaker spear. Carlito to the damn table.
Super spear from one table to the next. Carlito has been sawn in half.
Bron is just having to kill Carlito.
Carlito's dead. Bron Breakker took a hell of a bad
Oh
landing.
shit, Bron Breakker just run from one table to the other and spear Carlito through the table.
15-foot spear by Bron Breakker.
That's amazing.
Steel table completely collapsed.
That's what you get, Bad Apple.
Carly, that wasn't cool. Breaker, Penta, back in the ring.
Gunther, correct, he could. Gunther's fantastic. Great wrestler, great on the mic. He needs to give proper stories, proper time.
Championship. Penta turns
Here comes
around.
Bron. Spear. Here comes Dom.
Oh, Dom.
Dominik Mysterio with Breaker in position.
619.
Dirty Dom.
He connected cleanly with that.
Dom
Come on.
with the frog splash. Bálor with a little
No! Finn.
Finn Bálor said not tonight.
The craftiest man in the matchup is striking.
Sling blade by Bálor.
Although Dom's still up on the rope, he could go for that frog splash and get the pin.
Kick into the corner. Breaker's in the drop zone. Bálor
Coup de
realizes
grace.
it, guys. Breaker's in the drop zone. Bálor to the top rope. Bálor with a coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
To win the IC.
Dominik with a frog splash and the cover on Bálor. Dominik wins the championship.
Yes! Yes!
Here is your winner.
That is it! That's the way! That just happened! Oh.
Hey, Barry, you felt something building over the last few months with this young man. Dominik Mysterio tonight.
Oh, that is so good.
And he won the title by stabbing his Judgment Day partner, Finn Bálor, in the back and taking the
He's so over now, that's amazing.
Every man for himself. Lie, cheat, steal, do whatever you have to do because this kid.
Oh, I'd love it if Liv came out and celebrated with him.
Those are for you, Michael Cole, has proved every salty hater on planet Earth wrong. He is the real deal. Not only that, he is now your Intercontinental Champion.
Michael Cole, you and I have obviously seen this Dirty Dom.
That is so good.
Things. He's a walking, talking, dirty dude, White, but tonight he got Mexican destroyered and he somehow kicked out with the help of Carlito.
Well, Carlito was pivotal in this one.
Yeah, Carlito, well played, brother.
Had that thing won.
Oh, this spear. Brilliant.
Into the match with Bron Breakker, and Carlito may never be the same again after that spear. This is the moment Breakker thought he had the whole damn thing won. But don't take your eyes off Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Dirty Dom hits a 619 to perfection.
I mean, he's a terrible 619, he is, but
And then this. Bálor. Not allowing Dominik to hit the frog splash. Bálor would hit the coup de grace. And then from out of nowhere, Dominik Mysterio with a frog splash to his own partner. Judgment Day's Bálor, Dominik Mysterio is now the Intercontinental Champion. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't pinch yourself. It's not a dream. It happened at WrestleMania. Dirty Dom has won the title.
There are going to be some awkward conversations.
Dubs just run straight back and celebrate again.
Later on tonight.
I mean, when did the crowd cheer for him like this? That is so good. He was booed out of the building, couldn't even speak. He went double heel, turning on Rhea. And look where he is now. What are predictions? We all went for Dirty Dom. That's great to see. We all went for pinfall, so we all get a point each. We all said Dom pins Finn.
I'm him. You mean Kim? Huh? No, me, him. Oh, Tim.
Bonus point.
Him. Oh, Jim.
Judgment Day assist, yeah, I got that. Aleister Black, no appearance. Penta, Intercontinental, nah, no chance. So, good predictions across the board there, boys. Very well played. Oh, that was a really good fail, boy. I really enjoyed that.
Tonight belongs to the American Nightmare.
Chris, WWE seems to go to Netflix, they're losing views. Not sure much truth to that. Interesting. Don't know about that.
Rated T for teen.
I don't know how easy it is to get streaming views in comparison. Compared to network TV, but hey, I'm enjoying it. Product's hot. Shows are selling out, so they're obviously in a really good place. The Bellagio.
Well, of course, they're watching in Los Angeles at Cosm, the interactive experience where you get immersive at WrestleMania if you can't be here, and they just witnessed that incredible fatal four-way matchup moments ago. Again, Dominik Mysterio is your new Intercontinental Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stars are out. A man who draws a reaction.
Colby Covington.
Colby Covington is here.
I don't watch UFC anymore.
UFC. Thank you for making some
They need to give Dom the full Eddie Lyra gimmick, and I cheat still, 100%. I would have Dom hold that title till next WrestleMania. Oh yeah.
Metro Boomin is here.
And also Dean Norris, Law and Order, Organized Crime is back for a new season.
Oh, Dean Norris.
This time it's only on Peacock. Chris Maloney returns
in
to
shape,
iconic roles to
nice.
Elliot Stabler, joined by Dean Norris as his older brother Randall Stabler. You can stream the first 2 episodes of season 5 now.
They always hold the camera on too long for celebrities, so they run out of things to do.
Peacock.
He's like, yeah, okay, come on.
Well, the Fountain in Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41, and WWE returns tonight with the roast of WrestleMania, featuring Tony Hinchcliffe and NXT this Tuesday, April 22nd. Tickets on sale now via
Neil, since going to Netflix, a large number of people don't watch stuff live. That's probably what they mean by losing views. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because network TV, you didn't get the replay necessarily. If you didn't watch it live, you might be missing out, so you'd be watching highlights and stuff. Netflix, you can watch it anytime. Why would you stay up to watch it? You can just watch it in segments, 20 minutes here, half an hour here, and you break for lunch, work, whatever it says. You know, that's how I digest it. I'm not going to sit at home and watch a replay or TNT Sports or whatever it is. I used to watch it on the app and bits and pieces. It was so much easier than Netflix. So yeah.
Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we're going to celebrate 20 years of
good shout
WrestleMania for that man, Randy Orton. He was supposed to face Kevin Owens.
Who's Randy Orton going to face?
He's going to need surgery. He's going to be out probably close to a year. Randy Orton, though, demands to have a match on his 20th anniversary. He's issued an open challenge. Who takes
Who
that
could it
challenge?
be if
We
not
find out
for
in moments.
Rusev? Surely you'd have to have someone coming back and then WrestleMania win if you really want to push him. Why would you bring him back and have him lose to Randy Orton? I hope it's not solo.
In WWE, the Viper, no stranger to WrestleMania.
To be honest, the Black, I think it's too early.
That's what superstars like Randy Orton do at WrestleMania.
So you got your Bryan finish in there.
The Apex Predators had many distinct WrestleMania moments.
Rusev Day. Can you imagine if they brought him back? Oh, what's his name? They did the intro for him. Okay, him and Lana get that together. That'd be cracking. Unless they brought Legend back, like Goldberg or something, for a quick match. Anything's possible, really. Oh, RKO with Seth at WrestleMania was something special. It's almost like a retirement package for Randy Orton like his last WrestleMania, but I mean, with his injuries, you never know. Lana has a Legends deal allegedly. Really? Oh, Aiden English, that's the one. Thank you, Lee. If he stepped out, that would be freaking amazing. Chris Collins, the other thing we need to go back and watch for Love with Shawn Michaels. Somehow lost the sickly numbers, you can read the card he had in his hands. Oh really? I didn't watch that. Okay, cool. It's a different number to what's written on the card. Really? Oh, interesting.
I'm afraid
I'll go back and watch that tomorrow.
you no longer have a match for WrestleMania.
The voices have been rocking.
I mean, what if Nick Aldis came out for a match?
They say whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Whatever it is, I need my match at WrestleMania.
Randy's had a fantastic career. Is it going to be Aldis? It could be Aldis. Lee, yeah. I mean, I don't know if Nick retired because of injury or just at that point in his career. But I mean, he looks like he's built that he could go at any time. But it just feels when they're picking Randy Orton up like this, you either have to have him crush someone, or he's going to put someone over. Maybe Chad Gable, because he hadn't had a match at WrestleMania. Can you imagine it was Joe Henry? Could be anyone from TNA. Or NXT. What if you had an Oba Femi or someone come up from NXT? Fair place for the European crowds. France particularly, who's singing Randy Orton's song, and now everybody does. Well done. Well done, France. They set a trend at Backlash last year. I don't know if you guys saw a SmackDown, but when Randy Orton came out, someone was singing behind him, and before he goes to ring, he's like, "You've got a terrible voice," trying to sing his song. Nick said that I'm not the same podcast, he's ready to go again. Yes, Nick!
For 290 pounds, the
Oh, that poor guy waiting in the corner with Randy fist bump.
For the 20th year, Randy Orton has graced us with his presence at WrestleMania.
You kind of feel this is like Randy's last run, because he's just enjoying it at the moment. He's like lapping it up from the crowd and seems to be enjoying where he is and what he's doing and appreciating it at a different level.
Pieced together by the wrestling gods.
There's wiggles with sound effects in the back, which is a bit cool.
20th WrestleMania.
For a sponsor we're not seeing.
Gents, I said that I would be here at WrestleMania 41, ready to go. The only question now is who is going to come through that curtain. Well, I'll tell you one thing, whoever it
Match
is,
with Undertaker.
is going to get their WrestleMania moment, and it's going to be courtesy of the 3 most dangerous letters in all of sports entertainment. R.K.
Guys in the
A lot of the old
room,
wrestlers have a better theme song always than the new wrestlers do. Oh yeah, the new wrestlers got shocking theme songs.
Quadzilla-like build. 20 years of WrestleMania experience. Who wants some?
Come get some. Yes! That's amazing. Joe Henry. I literally said it just before this happened. One of his Joe Henry. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations, Joe.
It's Joe
The TNA champion.
I'll tell you what, the people say they believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry's gonna have to believe in Joe Hendry more than he's ever done in the past.
The TNA World Champion is here to challenge one of the all-time greats in Randy Orton.
And his opponent from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 252 pounds, he is the TNA Champion, Joe Hendry!
He took NXT by storm late last year. As I mentioned, the current TNA World Champion. If you're Randy Orton, Wade, what do you think about the appearance of Joe Hendry?
It's a shocker. It's a surprise. You expect somebody.
The respect the WWE giving TNA is by WWE by TNA as well. I don't know. I don't think they are. I mean, maybe that's something that'll happen eventually. But you know, they just got this great working relationship with TNA. It's just like, why not embrace the talent they have there, especially when you have a brand like NXT and the crossovers. It's been fantastic and benefits both brands, and it just shows, look what you can do when you respect each other as a business, not what the other company does.
It pulls up a massive upset.
Why disappointed? Really disappointed with Joe Hendry? Lee, I popped so hard. Oh, 100% Lee. I wish we were on the show together watching that. That's brilliant.
Joe Hendry became a viral sensation last year with one of the catchiest songs ever written, and People Power has dragged the Scotsman from Edinburgh all the way to this marquee matchup here at WrestleMania.
Maybe just hit with an RKO. Just that'd be massive disrespect to TNA champion. They couldn't do that.
Randy Orton has many great moments on the stage of WrestleMania. And went for an RKO early. Henry rolls him up, shoulders down. Orton kicks it too.
Yeah, make no mistake, Joe Hendry is no slouch whatsoever. Won championships around the world, decorated amateur wrestler. He is a veteran of over 15 plus years.
Great, that's all great, Wade. But the bottom line is this, okay?
See,
this is Randy Orton.
Joe and Drew, we could have the Highlanders
John
again.
Cena and Triple H in
Are
a
they
triple
tag
threat
team?
match at WrestleMania
Joe Henry and Drew? I didn't know
He beat
this.
Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 33
Chris scolded me
to
on
win
that.
the WWE title. Oh, and Henry, though, knocks down Orton.
Trying to convince me that Randy Orton's good. Randy Orton has beaten me up more than anybody else on the roster. I know full well exactly how dangerous the Viper is.
I was trying not to bring that up to embarrass you, but you're right. Orton misses wildly. Neckbreaker by Henry.
What the hell is Joe Hendry doing at WrestleMania?
It's the element of surprise here. It's caught the Viper cold.
Oh, no. It's hard not to get involved. It's hard not to fall into the trap of Joe Hendry.
Randy Orton just...
Randy, we're just looking at him like,
down
what are
and
you
Henry
doing?
saying, what are you trying to do? A little poke to the eye.
Referee behind the back of Orton missed that.
And the WWE's Apex Predator begins the hunt.
Yeah, Joe Hendry, welcome to
Power Slam.
What a year Joe Hendry's had. He's turned up at the Royal Rumble and he's turned up at WrestleMania.
Into his regular form, and this does not bode well for Joe Hendry.
Remember WrestleMania 10 years ago?
Oh, DDT.
Awesome
It's an honor to take a DDT like this from Randy, you reckon, don't you?
Randy's head and figured out who the hell Joe Hendry is.
Vintage Randy Orton.
And now it's clinic time.
You'd want a power slam, DDT, and RKO from Randy Orton.
At this point, Joe Hendry can't hear a thing. His brain is scrambled.
Oh, he's going to that place.
The Viper coiled, ready to strike.
Those who believe in Joe Hendry can believe.
Went for the RKO. Henry now scoops up Randy Orton. Joe Hendry. What? With that freak of nature fall-away slam and a kip-up.
Tremendous power from Joe Hendry. 280
Come on, Joe.
Of the Viper thrown around with abandon.
He was able to hit that. It looked like he was going for a standing ovation earlier on. RKO out of nowhere.
Oh, it's done. Sorry, Joe.
Joe Hendry, thanks for coming. There's your WrestleMania moment.
There's no harm in losing to Randy Orton. No, there used to be a Scottish tag team years ago in England. Oh, okay, fine. I thought you were saying that they'd have been a tag team already, but yeah, the Highlanders, brilliant finish. Yeah, man, Joe had his moment. He's posing for the camera. RKO out of nowhere. Yeah. And to be honest, I know he's your TNA champion, but it's Randy Orton at the end of the day. Wrestling is awesome.
But be careful because the Viper is always coiled and ready to strike.
Joe Hendry couldn't help but smile to all the people at home that have believed in him to get him to this WrestleMania, and Randy Orton with 20 years of experience.
I'm sure he'll shake his hand when he gets up.
Neck if you don't
Maybe he shake his hand and then I'll hear him again. But TNA champion with his hand.
What's Randy thinking here? Does Randy believe?
Cena and Flair at 16 apiece, Orton and Triple H at 14.
Yeah, this is a nice Randy. He's saying you showed up for all of them. Well done. Is he going to give him another RKO?
For the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
Well, hats off to Joe Hendry. No one
I think he might. I think he's going to give him the applause all around the stadium. And then give him another one.
RKOs! For good measure!
Yeah. Yeah. Now either WWE will buy TNA, or TNA is just like, oh, fuck it. It doesn't matter.
I believe.
Is Randy going to do a turn? Or is he going to think about doing a punt? One more. Oh, he's going to do that.
We can play for a trifecta. Randy Orton.
I told you, Randy, he's having the time of his life right now.
Who has made
That was
WrestleMania
awesome.
his home.
You could have sent Godzilla out tonight.
That was awesome. I love that
losing
spot.
his
That was
20th
brilliant.
anniversary here at
This
the
is why we're here,
Showcase of
man.
the Immortals.
To laugh and to have fun and enjoy wrestling. It's entertainment.
Joe Hendry should be proud. He should be proud.
If he wakes up.
I mean, that's
Lee, I'm loving it. I totally agree, man.
If he does wake
Wrestling is awesome. That's so much fun. To do the Jerry turn and the Viper start. Yeah. Enjoy yourself, Randy. You deserve it. Smash cans. Los Angeles, June 7th. Money in the Bank. Let's talk about that Mount Rushmore. Randy definitely got to be up there. He can be part of the conversation. He doesn't make my top 4, but he would probably make my top 10 of all time. Because I think Mount Rushmore is very personal.
Saturday, June 7th. Worlds
Very personal.
collide. It takes place at 12 noon Pacific, 3 o'clock on the East Coast at the Kia Forum. When that's over, head on down the street
Guys,
to
give me your
Intuit
thoughts.
Dome, because
Who
at 7
would you
Eastern,
put the
4
belt on
Pacific, it'll be
for Money in the Bank?
In the bank. What a
Because Jacob
Saturday.
Fatu was someone I thought about, but he's got the US title now. So who is your next Money in the Bank winner?
touring rapper in the world. His Air Jordan collaboration revolutionized the sneaker world, and he was in the ring with The Rock, John Cena,
I think
Cody
who's
Rhodes at
available.
the Elimination Chamber. Travis
Bron
Scott's
Breaker
song,
with the Money in the Bank would
the
be
official theme song of
would be
WrestleMania
quite something.
41, which is available now
And he's lost the
on his latest
Intercontinental
album,
now,
Utopia, a
so he
record
can
that
put himself in
debuted
that title
number
picture.
one
That
on
would
the
work.
Billboard 200 chart. Wow. Absolute banger. Theme by Travis Scott, the WrestleMania official
I'll have a little
theme.
think who else I could
You
put
can
it on.
shop the all-new WWE Cactus Jack collection, available for a limited time only on WWEshop.com.
I mean, you could, depending on how tonight goes,
Travis Scott, part of the
could put-
WWE family.
you
His
could put the
Cactus
briefcase
Jack
on Cena.
collection is must-buy
So if Cena
and
doesn't
available
win tonight,
now.
he could go and win Money in the Bank to give him that cash-in opportunity for that 17th title, which would be awesome.
Coming up next, the Maverick,
Because he
Logan
wouldn't have to
Paul
appear for
looks to
months
continue
and then
his
just
rise
suddenly
in the
show up
WWE,
anywhere.
but standing in his way,
Claim that.
the phenomenal one, the veteran technician AJ Styles, looks to remind the viral sensation it takes more
Also,
than a big
Logan
mouth
Paul.
to dominate in the ring.
Logan
The Maverick
Paul with
versus
Money in the Bank
phenomenal one.
briefcase
Next, in the
is
meantime, here are the
frightening
egos and
to
confrontations
what
that
he could become champion at any time.
A warrior
CM Punk.
forged in honor's fire. With calloused hands and heart's desire, he traveled far through lands unknown to claim the throne that he had grown. His every step a sacred oath. To teach hard work is all you're worth. His soul is tempered by the
It's
fight.
funny when you look back at AJ Styles then, so when he came back
For
after
truth
his,
and virtue
not the
guide
most recent
his
injury, the one
life.
before where he was jacked, I think he was actually almost
He
too
pushes
big
to prove that greatness
to
must
move
be
in the
earned.
same way. He's trimmed down a little bit now.
But honor lights the flame,
I think it's better for him.
which can't be burned.
It's definitely personal. Busted Open Radio, they put Roman at the top and left Andre the Giant. Yeah, see, Andre wouldn't make my Mount Rushmore simply because I didn't really watch much of him growing up, and when I did, I was watching Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior.
No humble start.
He didn't have that same kind of star power, you know,
riches fueling
regardless of what he's done outside of wrestling and how he is in his old age and stuff he said character of what he's done for the business. I think it's hard for me not to put Hulk Hogan on there because he was my window into this business. I remember watching WrestleMania 1 and being captivated.
We know what you want.
And yeah, that wasn't in there. Then I think you've got to go close with Stone Cold or The Rock. I think that for me personally, I could potentially put both of them on there. I think Bret Hart is my GOAT. I think Bret was the greatest in-ring performer, great on the mic, and as a character and wrestler. So I'd probably say Hogan, Bret, and it might even be Stone Cold and The Rock on there. I think at the time I preferred The Rock as a character. Now as I got older I appreciate Stone Cold more. But I guess I just like the smack talk of The Rock at the time. So, but Roman being on some people's Mount Rushmores, you can see the argument for it. You can. But yeah, he wouldn't make mine.
Beneath the sky,
again, like Undertaker would be on a lot of people's.
Setting sun.
Never gravitated to Undertaker in that way. I thought he was cool.
Beat as one.
I don't feel about him mainly too. Chris, who's on your Mount Rushmore?
One
Star Power Rushmore: Hogan, Stone Cold, Cena, Rock. There's an argument for Cena. Yeah.
This is the tale of AJ Styles.
Yeah, I would have no problem with that Mount Rushmore, but I need to get Bret on there, and The Rock and Stone Cold. If you had to pick one, as I'm older looking about it now, I'm thinking Stone Cold would have to be on there. So I'd probably go Austin, Bret, and Cena. British Bulldog, Bushwhacker got me into wrestling. Yeah, the Bushwhackers. British Bulldog. I mean, that match against Bret at SummerSlam. Yeah. Talent, Mount Rushmore, Macho Man, Bret, Daniel Bryan, AJ. Where does Shawn Michaels fit, Neil? Showman Mount Rushmore? I don't know. Logan, I love what he's done for this business. Oh, nice entrance. It's got the drone, different camera angles. Oh, this is fire. That's nice. I like that.
Every angle needed.
Chris, my Mount Rushmore with The Rock, Taker, Stone Cold, Bret Hart. Yeah, can't argue with that, bro. Can't argue with that. Promo Rushmore: Punk, The Miz, Ric Flair, Rock. Neil dropping Mount Rushmores here. It's a good round Rushmore, Chris. You know, if I was to drop Hogan, then I would have Rock, Stone Cold, Bret Hart, and probably Cena.
Pitching a drone out of the sky.
But yeah, I understand Taker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Toronto, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland.
Promo Mount Rushmore: CM Punk, The Miz, Ric Flair, and Rock. I would probably trade out The Miz for Cena, personally.
No matter what you think about Logan Paul, he's been incredible at WrestleMania. He's 2-1, and last year he beat Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in the same match. Logan Paul has been spectacular.
Logan Paul is so humble, is what his song says.
Logan Paul knows his character, knows his place, and just fucking delivers.
And instead he shows up and shows out every time.
This could be AJ's last WrestleMania, you know. Yeah, this one next year, he's very close to having ending it. I'd love to see him have a final run in TNA. Workhorse Rushmore, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. He also had, you know, if you had these lists ready, or are you coming off the top of your head? I'd like to know.
AJ Styles finds himself in the 5th WrestleMania match of his career. And tonight, taking on a young man who has taken WWE and the entire planet by storm, Logan Paul. Wade, you've got to be impressed with how quickly Paul has taken to this game.
Yeah, the guy's an absolute natural.
Showmanship, Rushmore.
And I feel like the vast majority
Oh, Michael Styles for. Yeah, all top of your head. Fair play, bro. Fair play.
Out here, he shocks, he surprises, and very often he has success. But what a major opportunity it is.
It's a lot of way outfits this WrestleMania.
Himself as a bona fide top-tier competitor with victory tonight.
He was a great amateur wrestler in high school and college. He then wanted to become an entrepreneur, taking over the internet and digital world, making himself hundreds of millions of dollars. He creates, he builds, and since he's gotten to the WWE, he is taking over. Now he's going to take on a man who's been around the world and back in this professional wrestling world.
So we've still got Rhodes versus Cena. We've got Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Lyra, Valkyria, and TBC, Becky. And this match. So we got 3 more matches. This plus 2.
Look, there's supposed to be a natural order to success. You're supposed to pay your dues, come up the hard way, earn it every step of the way. The problem with Logan Paul is he didn't have to do any of that. He simply jumped the line and was immediately really good. You're right, it's jealousy.
Mediocre people love to fall in line. Greatness likes to get to the top quick. Logan Paul will bet on himself every time, and now he's found himself eye to eye with a phenomenal one.
Well, mediocre people also like to blame others. Logan Paul blames no one. As he
This should be a good match.
Styles to start this match.
Both these guys can bring it in the ring.
Strategy against the veteran.
Well, you simply got into the head of AJ Styles already. You can't match his experience, but you can match his athleticism, and I don't say that lightly because AJ Styles is just otherworldly athleticism. Logan Paul is as gifted.
Apparently this ref, I forget her name, and apologies. She did an in-ring debut recently, like with a mask. I don't know if it's Evolve or some other thing, but I know she's trying to progress as an in-ring talent.
Right now, Logan Paul on several occasions over the past couple of months has outfoxed and outsmarted AJ Styles. He's done that because Logan Paul doesn't think the same way as the rest of us. It's part of why he's had success, and when Logan Paul thinks differently, it makes him
it was very surprising. Logan Paul didn't come out with anyone. They were just in a Prime Bowl. I haven't noticed anyone particularly by the side of the ring. That's not to say they won't still come out. It'll be about time for him to just run this solo.
Logan Paul hangs on and says, not quite AJ. AJ now going to be launched out to the apron. Styles with a well-placed shoulder to the gut, slides underneath Paul. AJ very quick and agile, set across the ring. Styles with a shoulder block.
Stay down, bitch.
Leapfrog by Logan Paul turns around into a drop kick by Styles. The veteran has Logan a bit out of sorts in the early going.
AJ's just waiting on him here.
Cover.
AJ's three steps ahead of Logan Paul at this point.
Well, we talked a little earlier about how you're supposed to be coming up the hard way, paying your dues, earning it, the old-fashioned way. AJ did all of that, and it must be vexing to him that somebody who didn't have
someone's put their desk back together, I just realized.
Wait, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if we caught it on camera. And AJ Styles now using the apron to his advantage. This is old fiddly move. Tie up your opponent in the apron, blind him, and attack him. And that's what Styles is doing here.
Well, it was a veteran trick from Styles. You noticed he was favoring that rib cage. He was simply playing possum, baiting the less experienced Paul into it, and then catching him with that apron trick.
You talked about that long road to the top that AJ took. You learn a lot of tricks.
What a knee!
In that long road.
That'll cave in your orbital bone, Logan Paul. Like, I know Logan Paul's been in some boxing fights in his time. He's never been struck quite like that before.
Those are the things that Logan Paul is experiencing for the
Nice
first
little
time.
grey on AJ's chest hair there.
AJ Styles
Good man,
has
we're all
done
getting
all
old.
these things hundreds, if not thousands of
I was
times.
at the O2 when
There's
Logan
new
came,
stuff
Chris
being
was at
presented
the
to
O2
Logan
when Logan
Paul
came
on
out
the
after his
biggest
promo.
stage. And a
Thanks for
raw
trying to
race.
get the fuck out of wrestling.
Styles ribs first into the barricade.
That's all the British
Experience
fans.
is a weakness for Logan Paul.
Nah, for me,
Resilience
100%
is a
should be
massive
here.
strength. We've seen it time and
He's so
time
good
again
for the
against
business.
Roman
You need
Reigns.
heels like this.
Very difficult to keep down.
AJ reversal sends Paul now.
Man can take abuse
He
as
also
well.
has an unflappable confidence in himself. Might be because he's so humble. Might be because he's from Ohio. Might be because he has had success at everything.
Oh, they caught a ringside there.
Yeah, Logan Paul does not know how to fail. As Logan is bounced face first off the apron by Styles. Referee Jessica Carr.
Neil, shit yourself, they're coming right. Jake Fatu Samoa Show is not open. I mean,
I've never seen a man.
yeah, can you imagine that's a faction?
A whip into the post by Paul with authority.
He might have dislocated his shoulder right there.
Just smart there from Logan Paul, using what was available. I've never seen a man so resilient and impervious to negative energy being thrown his way from a massive audience like we have here today. It's almost like fuel to Logan Paul.
I was going to say he feeds off it.
Music to his ears.
He was born and raised
Yeah,
on
take the
internet.
count,
There's
Paul.
not a lot of positive things
Win's
said
a win.
on there. If you can't handle a couple boos or some negative comments, you'll never make it on the internet.
All up on the top and launches himself. And AJ Styles and Paul is pumped up here.
That athleticism, you see, just springboard crossbody to the outside with ease. With ease, no problems at all. Not tired, not even sweating.
Well, look, AJ Styles is a man at times grappling with his own career mortality.
Logan bouncing Styles off the Spanish announce table.
I'm still buzzing that Dominik Mysterio is Intercontinental Champion.
Sends AJ off the apron.
The promo vids that him and Liv are going to do would be fantastic.
Time are running out on his own career, and he has
But
to
Liv
make every
and
great
Raquel are
count.
surely going to lose the titles tonight. If Becky comes back, surely she's going to win it with Lyra.
I believe
Is something going to happen there? Becky turns on Lyra, and both her and Seth are both going to be heels.
Like a pet, he's been hanging this thing.
Oh, look at, we got a shot from the drone now.
Well, you know this is going on social media.
Oh, got hit by that, Wade.
It's got a nice breeze to it.
It does. Buzz the tire a little bit there, drone friend.
And now look at this. Logan Paul now using the apron to his advantage. And that's the aptitude we've talked about with Logan Paul. He's a quick learner. He never makes the same mistake twice, and he turns AJ's offense around on him.
He's also competing against the very best. Every time you see Logan Paul in WWE and learns the best tricks from all of them, absorbs them into his own movesets.
And here we come now. Paul top rope, AJ in trouble. The Paul from Grace connecting, cover
The
for
Paul
the
from
win.
Grace.
Styles kicks out.
It genuinely felt like Logan Paul just found out that you're
Chris,
allowed
outside
to
the
use the apron
O2,
on the
they
side.
security step in, Logan's getting drink thrown in, fans have been really abusive towards him. From what I heard, it was escorted to the airport. Really? Wrestling fans are funny, man. It's just like, why are you taking it so personal?
And Styles is in trouble now.
The Paul American hitting the Paul from Grace. Logan
We're
Paul
not football
rolling.
fans, yeah? These are characters. He's playing into it. He's leaning into it.
As we send AJ across the ring into the
Oh, whatever you think of him and his beliefs,
side of Logan Paul, from the
he's done amazing for himself.
To the bully and the thug in the blink of an eye.
He understands what it takes to be great in this business. He wants to be great at this business.
There's a time to perform. There's a time.
Oh, the overbomb! The overbomb by Paul for the
Hand
win.
on the
Hooks the leg. Styles just grabbed the bottom rope.
Yeah, and anytime you
Just.
can't kick out because you're so beat up, you have to reach for the bottom rope. You're in dire straits. That was so well executed by Paul once again. The face of Styles bouncing off the mat.
Uh-oh. Logan Paul is asking for a little noise.
Oh, this isn't going to get him any cheers.
Brother.
And a big boot.
Yep. One to the ear, big boot.
And dropping the big leg. Cover. And a kick out. Only Ty Schmidt could do it better.
Yeah, that was more of a taunt than anything towards AJ Styles. Didn't even get a 2 count. But it just goes to show the kind of dominance Paul is showing here.
And now some jabs coming from Logan Paul, that boxing background you guys talked about earlier on.
This is one of the biggest punches we have seen in WWE, but getting a little too cocky.
And AJ
now woken up something inside AJ Styles.
Yeah, Styles gonna take the fight to Paul.
Well, there was nothing cute about that from Styles. Simply muscled Logan Paul back to the corner and let him up.
Logan, second rope, moonsault. AJ taken out, cover now for the win. Kick out at 2.
I think AJ tried to catch Logan Paul in midair, but too much has been taken out of the phenomenal one already, who looks at this point like he's running on fumes.
Smooth move by Logan to turn that into
Paul's been dominating.
Almost stole the win right there.
That moonsault knocked the Styles a bit out of sorts.
The moon pulp.
Nice.
Oh, kidney shot there from Logan Paul.
European uppercuts.
Couple uppercuts now by Paul.
Just shows the range of offense that Logan Paul has available to him. And Styles has no answer to any of this. Logan Paul's biggest asset has always been that surprise factor. The cat came out of the bag a long time ago. Nobody should be shocked about this performance from Logan Paul. When are we going to accept he ain't a newcomer, he ain't an outsider, he is the real deal, and he's doing it under the brightest spotlight of them all.
And he continues to evolve each and every time out.
He's not scared to take his time and celebrate himself, though.
And that might be the kryptonite.
The biggest of stages. Paul is shined. AJ Styles stops himself from AJ now, picking up the intensity.
AJ, motherfucker.
Logan Paul doesn't realize that Styles did not go into the corner. And he will now as AJ unloads to the clothesline. And here comes Styles in a phenomenal one.
Representing an entire industry in a lot of people's eyes.
Styles with Logan Paul up on his shoulders. That's vintage Styles there, knee right to the back of the neck.
This is a different Styles to the one we've seen over the past 25 years. He's packed a hell of a lot of muscle on that frame, and he's using it to full effect now, powering Logan Paul around.
Earlier today, he's got to keep up with the kids.
He's very jacked, and at this moment, he needs to end this.
AJ into the corner.
Don't let Logan Paul get a second win.
Starting to pick up his offense now.
Beat him down, AJ Styles, if you want to win.
Styles, vertical suplex, drops it right to the back of his head.
Let's do a brain buster on that one.
Cover now. And a kick out by Paul at 2.
Both these men have to figure out what the hell they have left.
Vertical suplex into the brain buster, dropped him right on the back of his head.
You really feel like Logan Paul slipped on a banana peel here, just getting too braggadocious, absorbing too much spotlight, and you can't do that against an AJ Styles.
Well, it didn't feel like the right time to take a victory lap, and AJ Styles has made him pay for it. What's he thinking now?
Looking for the Styles clash, to put Logan Paul away. Logan, though, able to turn it around.
Polarizer.
Low there from Paul, but
AJ lands on his feet into the corner. Logan Paul got a bit overzealous, ran into the boot from Styles.
He's trying to set up the pulverizer there.
Logan Paul is
Going
the one
for
who's
the
really
forearm.
slowing down and in the drop zone.
And Logan Paul caught AJ.
Oh.
AJ was going for the phenomenal forearm, and Logan Paul caught him. And a rolling senton by Paul. Oh, goodness!
Lion Soul.
Three-quarters of the ring.
And a kick out by Styles. That was incredible.
Oh my God, that was about the longest lion salt I've ever
Good
seen.
one. Turn your
That's
TV
how far
around so
AJ
we can
was
watch
away.
too.
He can't possibly be trying this, can he?
So,
Oh, yeah, that's what the Maverick does. He shocks, he awes,
because of
and
copyright
ultimately he's
on
back
YouTube,
in
Facebook
control.
and stuff like that, I can't show the actual live footage. I already get copyright for sound, but they leave video up. The music, it's not necessarily the commentary or anything like that, but yeah, I can't put the video on, so yeah, sorry.
That truly is a cheat code to the very top of the industry. Proof positive of why Logan Paul is right here.
There's an audible in the middle of the match. Let me do a three-quarter.
Again,
here's the thought. Here's what Logan can't do. Can't keep getting caught up and celebrating himself.
because you're going to get caught at some point by Styles.
Yeah, but he's going to do a lot of great things. You can't celebrate everything, Logan. You got to keep it moving.
Another well-placed elbow by Styles.
Backflip off of
Lands
Logan
on his
Paul.
feet. Has Logan up. Looks like he's going for the Styles clash. Logan Paul able to grab the ropes to counter. Oh, and a kick by AJ. And another one.
Just kicking him in the back.
There. Toe to the spine. No protection, but somehow Paul fighting back.
And bounces AJ off the turnbuckle.
Oh, look, we're at the point in the match
Coast
now
to
where it's
coast,
crucial.
Logan
What is
Paul.
driving
Oh,
is
it's
both
lariat.
agony.
And look at that. That clothesline, cover, hook of the leg now by Styles. The slingshot clothesline, lariat, almost put Styles away.
A man driven by fame against a man driven by passion. And right now is the man who wants the spotlight the most, Logan Paul, who's looking like he's closing in on victory.
Pat, you know better than anyone what a win at WrestleMania does for your brand.
Absolutely, and let alone Logan Paul's brand, it's already on top of the world. Prime, everything else he's done. Buckshot lariat, though, in the middle of WrestleMania to end AJ Styles, that could have been it. That should have been it. Logan Paul's playing his greatest hits right now, and AJ Styles is still in this match.
Titanium-loaded right hand.
One of the biggest punches in the history of our game. And he's lining it up on the phenomenal one.
As that plate in the right hand from a prior injury has used it to his advantage. Styles ducks underneath. AJ Styles. And Logan Paul up top. Down goes Logan Paul. Styles cover. Is it enough? Near fall for AJ.
I'm not entirely sure what that was, but
the experience of AJ Styles.
It's like a reverse F5.
Logan Paul on his back for good. At this point, you got to be wondering who has more gas left in the tank.
It's not only that, it's also who has the deepest playbook, and you have to give the advantage there to the phenomenal one in his 25 plus years of experience.
Who has the move? Who has the power to put this away? Who's walking out of WrestleMania a winner?
Going to Royal copyright strike last night for 10 seconds on the reflection of their TV.
Styles
Jeez.
off the top rope, caught. Got caught by Paul, who got his knees up and Logan with an opportunity.
The veteran got baited in there, and now he's going to pay the price.
Oh, look at this. Logan Paul gonna pull one out of AJ Styles.
Oh, Styles clash.
With a Styles clash. Paul. AJ able to roll through though. And AJ Styles now.
So AJ just no-sold that?
Styles clash of his own.
AJ said, you think you're gonna do that to me without an answer? Yeah, we're right.
Don't like that.
Oh, look at this idiot. That's that Jeff fool, one of Logan Paul's entourage, who always seems to be getting involved in these matchups.
Here's the brass knuckles.
This is what you call plan B for Logan Paul. Plan A wasn't working.
Snaking around this damn Jeff.
Wait a minute. He's got brass knuckles, but carrying Cross.
Oh, carrying Cross.
Has got Jeff.
Do it to him, Karen. Break Jeff in half.
And now AJ Styles
Jeff.
gonna send Jeff toward the barricade.
Is Karrion Kross gonna hit him?
Jeff just saw his life flash before his eyes.
Oh, he's gonna tempt AJ. He's trying to convert him. He's trying to convert him.
Listen, please, just put it on. Please, Alan, please. Please just put it on. It's not about me and you. It's about everything, please. Put it on and blast him. Blast him.
Oh, he's gonna hit Karrion Kross.
Please, Alan, put it on.
And AJ Styles will use the brass knuckles, but a deliver right into Karrion Kross. Kross has been begging AJ Styles to do the right
This
thing.
opens up for Logan Paul win now, surely.
So he wants him to go back to his evil ways to get a win for the industry.
And Styles now setting up for the phenomenal forearm top rope. Logan Paul. Bang!
Oh, pulverizer.
Paul with that right hand
into the pulverizer at Mania.
Logan Paul beats AJ Styles. Kross's plan backfired.
AJ Styles runs.
Logan Paul won, pinfall one, pulverize after a little bit of traction after
What a
that.
victory for Logan Paul.
Who did not
You
use the
tuned
brass
to
knucks.
brass knuckles, yeah. Neil got the bonus point.
Only used
And
his
Lee,
titanium fist in the pulverizer.
A little bit of an assistance, yeah, we'll take that.
Jeff and his brass knucks were a major
Alright.
for AJ Styles.
AJ, he goes for the 450.
Oh, it's title of predictions. So there's 2 matches left. In joint second place, we have Neil and Lee with 22 points, and myself with 23 points. It's close.
AJ Styles hits that. Styles clash wasn't the greatest executor. That's why immediately AJ got back on top. Nailed one of his own.
And then Jeff showed up with the brass knucks.
This damn Jeff always getting his face on camera, trying to bring the brass knucks, and Karrion Kross says, He tried to get AJ Styles to use the brass knucks, and AJ said, why don't you take a seat, Karrion Kross?
Well, AJ Styles was trying to do the right thing, but clearly tonight it was completely the wrong thing in pursuit of victory. One right hand later, and then this perfectly executed pulverizer.
I really like that finishing move by
Greatest
Logan Paul.
move in
That's good.
WWE. As if you didn't hate Logan Paul enough already, he pulls that out.
I wonder how many people are going to blame Karrion Kross for that loss.
I blame AJ Styles. He had the opportunity, he refused to take it.
Why don't you just give some credit to great
Do him all you want.
Logan
Man's
Paul
get
picks up the
paid.
win over AJ Styles.
Man's going to back. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Round, presented by Snickers. The topic is wrestling. Miz, are you ready?
Born ready.
Define the following terms. Squared circle.
Mathematically impossible. Next.
Suplex.
I don't like soup.
Hurricane Rana.
Is that Italian?
Chop.
In order of lamb.
Delish. And that's time.
I did awesome!
Miz, I think you need a Snickers.
Look at the way he eats that Snickers. That is disgusting.
Snickers
Man and Snickers sideways on for the branding. Nah. Nah. Fortnite WWE Undertaker. Undertaker and Cody. Isn't that anything like Cody?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is WrestleMania Sunday in Las Vegas. Entering this year's WrestleMania, these were the statistics for the show of shows. 421 total matches, 456 unique individuals in broadcasts from 26 different cities.
456 unique wrestlers over 41 years of WrestleMania.
We invite you
That's
to be
pretty
a part
impressive.
of a brand new docuseries which will be airing on Netflix. For the first time ever, step into the WWE's writer's room and outside the ring with your favorite WWE superstars, where the drama is just as intense offstage as it is under the spotlight. It's called WWE Unreal. and it launches this
I
summer
like.
on Netflix. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Malcolm's giving him the finger.
Watch.
Yeah, but Logan Paul doesn't care.
Nonetheless, aerial coverage provided
Why would you,
by
man?
Goodyear. The
Well,
best seat in the house since
millions
1925.
when he laughed,
Happy
yeah.
100th to the Goodyear blimp. Plenty of celebrities
Anybody
here
in this
tonight.
position would do the
Right,
same.
so many
If you were a
stars
fan of
are out, and
WWE
we
and Power Wrestling
can't
and had money,
wait to say thank you to them. How about
100%.
Vanessa Hudgens, actress and singer who rose
Vanessa's at
to
these events a
fame
lot.
as Gabriella in High School Musical. Absolute superstar, 2 down from a Samantha McAfee. And then also, Rana Dagubati is here. Rana Naidu is now streaming on Netflix. Massive family member of the WWE. Terrence Crawford, the unified welterweight champion in WBA, junior middleweight champion, undefeated records, throws hands, and his family has obviously had a blast.
My guy's here. Quavo's here. Quavo's here.
Songwriter, record producer.
He said I was the best staffer in the business.
Quavo is in the building.
Michael Cole.
I don't think he said anything about you, Cole, but shout out to Quavo and thank you to everybody who's spending a night with us.
Hey,
So we
WrestleMania.
got a tag team championship match now, right? So Liv and Raquel will come out first, then Lyra, and then Becky. Sure, it's
Ladies and
Becky.
gentlemen, in a matchup that is brought to you by Papa's John, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defend the women's tag team titles against Lyra Valkyria, and well, hopefully she's found a partner. Bayley was attacked yesterday. We'll find out who Lyra's partner will be right now.
Watch me.
Ooh. God damn.
Introducing first, they are
Shake it off, Kevin. Shake it off.
Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Well, Liv Morgan's got to be happy. Her boyfriend Dominik Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship earlier on tonight. Now Liv defends the tag team titles. I don't know if you guys saw the Countdown show earlier today. Courtney Kelly in a very interesting interview with these two. Liv got very defensive
If
when
it
Courtney
was
started
Alexa
bringing up
Bliss,
the
Alex
attack
would be on the show.
Bayley yesterday. Liv said we had nothing to do with it, but nobody was accusing them of anything.
Well, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez have some prior history.
I don't know if you guys
with
watched the
false
video of Liv
accusations
Morgan,
being
Raquel
thrown
Rodriguez
their way
partying
after
in
the
Vegas.
whole
It was on
Jade Cargill
Press the
attack.
Friday
So there's
night.
an element of PTSD
Check out my TikTok
going
video
around their minds
if
at the
you
moment.
haven't.
Yeah, certainly probably get a little defensive if people think that they're doing things they're not doing. What they are doing is championship title reigns more than anybody else in the history.
Yeah, 3-time tag champs, that's a record.
They call themselves the greatest women's tag team of all time, and there's stats that back that up.
So is Lyra going to come all the way down to the ring and then they'll do the next entrance, or is she going to stand at the top
I didn't get any of
or
that
halfway
beer.
down?
I'm actually furious. I used to like George Kittle. He is at the bottom of my tight end list.
That's because you're antisocial. You should have joined us. The
Oh,
Judgment
Liv, by the
Day
way, Ada says
World
hi.
Tag Team Champs are taking in the serenade on the love of Las Vegas.
Never a truer word said, Pat. You've got me there.
Woo! 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 Yeah, we don't do it there. We've learned. I didn't hear you wooing, Wade. Have some respect for our Intercontinental Champion.
It's so weird.
The challengers. First, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion.
What the fuck that this title isn't on the show? I'm not sure if it was wearing enough, maybe a little less.
I respect Lyra Valkyria in singles competition. However, she's heading down to the ring now with whoever a partner may end up being. It's going to be a hastily thrown together tag team against the tag champs.
We get it, Larry. He thinks you're bad. Put the wings
Lyra
away.
and Bayley were a hastily thrown together tag team, and they went on to win a gauntlet match to qualify for this tonight.
You got me there. Lightning did in the strike a couple of weeks ago when that team ran the gauntlet. Lightning doesn't strike twice. Enjoy it while it lasted, Lyra. You'll be back to singles competition before you know it.
Lyra is a prodigy. I think you put anybody with her, they have a great chance to win anything.
So who will it be?
My girl, who did you get?
Worst kept secret.
How do you feel now, Wade?
And her tag team partner.
Liv's face. She's so good.
I got goosebumps. The man has come back around.
She's looking good. Oh, some of the fans are crying. Bless
And
them.
Liv Morgan has got to be
Some people have gone to WrestleMania, not maybe once in their lifetime. Becky could be huge fans. Never thought they'd see her.
Inside a steel cage. Liv Morgan's been telling the world for the last year that she retired Becky Lynch.
Yeah, they got beef.
60,000 plus jaws just hit the ground because the man is back.
Lee, I'm so sad it wasn't Nicholas.
with her fellow countrywoman Becky Lynch to team
Chris, I caught it before she came out. Yeah, I've been saying since Saturday morning, since we knew the Baylor was injured, as a surprise entrant had to be Becky. Worst kept secret.
At the tag team champions, because technically this is highly unfair. They've had no time to prepare for this opponent, and technically, in my opinion, this match should be struck off the card.
Oh, she's been gone for some time, hasn't she, Becky?
Becky Lynch just asked the Judgment Day if the Judgment Day could hear this crowd.
Because Liv beat her for the title. That's when Liv became champion.
Side.
Liv, are you scared?
Raquel, you a little
Are you
nervous?
scared? Are you scared?
Uh-oh, you're scared.
You're
You're
scared.
scared. You're scared.
Couple of biased
The thing is, we mentioned this yesterday, Charlotte Flair, she comes back from like 14 months out, wins the Rumble, goes on to WrestleMania, people thinking if she won the title it would be outrageous. Becky Lynch could show up on a return and win a title in about 20 minutes.
Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch have become great friends over the last couple of years. Lyra Valkyria really, she got herself on the map when she knocked off Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship.
However,
well, the reason Lyra Valkyria got into the industry in
she
the
seems
first
more
place
friendly, but her husband turned
because of her
heel.
admiration for Becky Lynch.
Now, Becky
Dubliner, who has
Lynch
become over time
was a Grand
something
Slam
of a
champion.
mentor.
Same as Bayley.
To bring everyone back down to earth after all the excitement of the past couple
However,
of minutes. Becky
now
Lynch is
she's
up
not
competing
because of the new
in the last
Intercontinental
12
title.
months. How rusty is she going to be in this?
Becky could turn on Lyra
There he is,
afterwards
Mr. Buzzkill.
and want to go after the
Wade Barrett.
Intercontinental title.
Liv Morgan looks to start things off against Becky
But
Lynch. Again, I
like
mentioned the
Liv not worst
history
kept secret.
between these two. Liv took the title from Becky Lynch back in May of last year thanks to Dirty Dom, and now the tag will be made to the powerhouse Raquel Rodriguez. And Becky with the right hand. Becky Lynch has been a tremendous performer at WrestleMania.
Be interesting to see how much ring rush she has.
One of 3 women to become the first women in history to main event WrestleMania back at WrestleMania 35. And now Becky quickly trying to choke out Raquel Rodriguez to start this matchup.
A lot of people have talked about everything that Becky's been doing since her last match.
Tag.
How about training and getting better?
And here's Lyra Valkyria, the Intercontinental champion, who is now legal.
Two Irish ladies beating up Raquel Rodriguez
Liv,
right now.
get one out.
Beat Raquel with the title on the line a few weeks ago. Lyra's been a great champion as she delivers the step up in Zagiri.
Just did a cartwheel off of Raquel's.
Nice deep arm drag, and this is the WrestleMania debut of Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah, what a nice entrance into the match that was. No signs of nerves whatsoever for this youngster.
And Lyra now with a big kick, Raquel Rodriguez.
It's nice to see some of the fans get behind
Must be a massive
Lyra.
confidence boost after that initial loss of Bayley.
I'll tell you, wait, after watching Lyra since her debut,
Becky's having fun. She's just sitting in the back, smiling, chilling.
Valkyria has to kick Morgan on the apron.
Lyra's unbelievable.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Raquel covered.
Alley oop to the boot. And this referee, Jason Ayers, a little too slow on that count for my liking, allowing himself to be distracted by Becky Lynch, and that cost Raquel and Lynch.
Lyra rocking the David Crockett look. Yeah, she sure is.
So he couldn't get the
She sure is.
But Liv Morgan tossing Lyra right into the boot.
And here comes the tag to Morgan. Liv, of course, a two-time women's champion, crown jewel champion as well. 3 times the tag champ and a Money in the Bank winner. And here comes Raquel Rodriguez. We mentioned the 3 tag team title reigns with Morgan. She also held a tag team title with Aaliyah, and that makes her a 4-time tag team champ.
An absolute tag specialist, no matter who the partner is. But I'll tell you this right now, 2025
Has Becky been tag champion?
has been the Liv Morgan World Domination Tour in
I'm not sure
large
she
part
has.
because of that presence of the powerhouse Rodriguez.
Yeah, Raquel Rodriguez will do anything for Liv Morgan.
Tag team champions now
I love
isolated and beginning to dominate the Intercontinental champion.
Yes,
This is
3
what happens
amigos.
when a real tag team in Liv and Raquel goes up against a hastily thrown together tag team with no chemistry, no cohesion, just a little bit of friendship.
Much like Dominik did earlier, Liv this time actually connected with the 3 amigos.
It could be a glorious evening in the Judgment Day clubhouse, and now Becky Lynch completely losing the plot.
And our tag team champs are taking advantage. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan got Lyra isolated.
There's a rush of blood to the head to Becky Lynch, who has been out of action for a significant amount of time and is now getting frustrated as the minutes go on.
Power of Rodriguez, cover to retain, kick out by Lyra.
Well, feathers exploding all over the ring on that impact there, and Lyra Valkyria is in big trouble.
It's a duck hunt out here. Birds everywhere. Big boot from Liv Morgan. Raquel's got the power.
On the WWE website right now, we have the Say His Name and He Appears WrestleMania Joe Henry t-shirt available now. That's quite something. WWE having a TNA wrestler on their website selling their merch. That's fantastic.
Wrestling here, isolating the opponent, frequent tags in and out.
Exactly why they've consistently won tag gold, held on to tag gold, but that maneuverability of Valkyria may be the opportunity. There's no tag there to Liv Morgan, risking a disqualification. Oh, God.
Kick right to the ear by Valkyria.
We're going to get a hot tag
needs
soon.
a tag bad.
What time in there from Liv Morgan.
It's an absolute menace
awesome.
out here, Liv Morgan is.
She just made Becky angry, is all she did. And Becky Lynch now in pursuit of Morgan.
Liv runs her right into
Raquel with a boot to Becky.
Classic cat and mouse right there.
Well, the officials lost complete control of this. Now looking to settle things down again.
The officials lost control, but more importantly than that, Valkyria has lost all control.
There's a big slam by Rodriguez to retain yet again, and Lyra
Just kind of spun around, Raquel.
Liv Morgan grabbed the titles, thought it was over. How could you not?
What a commanding performance it has been from Raquel Rodriguez. It's hard to step out the spotlight or into the spotlight when you're next to Liv Morgan, but Raquel Rodriguez, this is a major coming out party.
Lyra, great move, hanging onto the ropes, trying to battle back now. Elbow by Valkyria, but a great Intercontinental champion. Oh, posted, shoulder first for Raquel, tag made, here comes the man.
Oh, she was tag champion with Lita, yeah, good
and
shout.
Becky gets some revenge here on Liv Morgan. Been almost a year, Lynch has been waiting for this.
Absolutely, the WWE Universe has been waiting as well.
Step up, and Zagiri caught her on the shoulder.
Not high enough, Becky, come on.
Another right to the face.
And one to the other side. To Liv Morgan, Becky looks in tremendous shape, Wade.
Yeah, no signs of ring rust whatsoever. Unmatched finesse from the man, Becky Lynch, going skyward.
And Becky down goes Rodriguez.
Rolls through her.
Liv Morgan. The Beck Exploder.
What a night it was for hubby Seth freaking Rollins last night.
Well, depends how you look at it.
Got victory in the main event, Cole.
And
I would
Becky
think about it.
Baseball slide takes Morgan out.
Becky Lynch is in mid-season form.
Potentially acquiring gold imminently.
Becky now takes out Morgan.
Big right on the outside. Liv Morgan
back into the ring.
Getting ragdolled around by the Mon.
Liv Morgan just scrambling and everything she's trying is failing.
And out into the disarmer. Looking for the disarmer now. Morgan though able to turn it around. Didn't quite get it. Now she's gonna get the disarmer. Armbar to the disarmer. Becky's got it locked in. Becky's got it locked in. Is Morgan gonna tap out to the disarmer? And a boot right to the face.
Answering the prayers of Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez saving the gold for her team. Not only that, getting back in full control.
Raquel got out of control, sent over the top rope. Morgan looking to capitalize.
Smart by Lynch there, using the momentum.
Looking for oblivion. Good night, Becky. Covered by Morgan. Valkyria breaks it up.
Just enough left in the tank of the
Lyra,
Intercontinental champ to
just.
keep this one alive.
I have no idea where Lyra
Can we send
came
Liv
from.
to Saudi in
Perfect
that
timing
wrestling
for her
games?
and
Yeah, not if we wanted to come back.
Able to hang on, deliver the kick. Went for oblivion again. Lyra Valkyria caught by Rodriguez. Oh, Raquel taken out with an DDT.
DDT.
Tornado DDT on the outside.
Morgan drops Lyra Valkyria. Becky back on her feet. She's got Morgan. There it is, the man handle slam. Becky and Lyra with the goal.
Sorry, where? Becky was back for 20 minutes and won a championship. Yeah, and y'all want to hate Charlotte Flair. And y'all want to hate Charlotte Flair. So, Lyra Valkyria is a two-time, double champion. Double champion.
Welcome back, Becky Lynch. And remember, back at WrestleMania 35, when Becky won, she became Becky 2 belts. Guess what? Lyra 2 belts here tonight at WrestleMania.
Well, I don't get why they're pushing Lyra so hard.
Oblivion there should have been a successful defense for Liv and Raquel, but Lyra
She's
Valkyria
good, but
other
2
ideas.
belts right now? I don't know.
on the outside to Raquel
I'm
Rodriguez.
not convinced yet
And
with
then
her.
Becky with her patented manhandle slam.
So it depends if Liv and Raquel are going to go back after that, or if Liv's going to change her attentions to the, which I think she should be. She should be in the main event picture. Ooh, kicking my desk and everything all over the place right now.
Lyra 2 belts over on Monday Night Raw.
Well deserved, well earned. The mentor leads the way as
Well, at least we know Becky's going to be on more of a full-time program on her return, because she is a champion. As we know, champions don't wrestle every week, so that's quite nice. Oh, gosh. Just a reminder, Wrestling is Awesome is a WWE affiliate. If you check out the description there's the video. You'll find our affiliate link. So if you're purchasing anything from WWE Shop, Hero Shop, or Fanatics, then purchase it through that and you'll be supporting the show. Thank you very much. 30% off.
In a world of sad snacks, two heroes with a passion for drumstick are about to lay the snack down. Snack down! Tax season just got sweeter.
See, John Cena still plays the face in commercials and stuff.
The snack time champ is here. Snack down! Drumstick steals the show. Knock down! Another day, another drumstick coming soon.
Wow. They complain about flares. It's so sexist just because she's a... Fucks, Chris. Backlash 3 weeks away. St. Louis.
Well, it's the first premium live event following WrestleMania. WWE Backlash. Coming to Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri on Saturday, May 10th. That's 3 weeks from yesterday. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster.
Alright, one match to go. It's the main event.
Tonight's WrestleMania highlight of the night is brought to you by Aviator, the official crash game of WWE.
Well, this was the fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Penta, Dominik, Bálor, and Breakker. And off that Mexican destroyer, we thought Penta was going to pick up the win before Carlito of Judgment Day got involved. Now remember, no disqualifications in a fatal four-way matchup. But Carlito would pay for this as Bron Breakker delivered an unbelievable
Spot of the night is that
spear.
the guy wasn't even in the match.
Back in the ring, Breakker as intense as could be. Delivers a spear to Penta. And it looked
Only
like Breakker
Tiffany
was
has
closing in
defended.
on retaining the championship until Dominik Mysterio
Yeah.
would get involved with a 619 to Breakker. And Dirty Dom was rolling until
Yeah,
his
that's true.
Judgment Day buddy, Finn Bálor, made sure he didn't deliver a frog splash. Well, at least at that point, coup de grace by Bálor. Bálor's going to win.
Yes, Dom is champ.
No way. Dominik, frog splash to his Judgment Day buddy. He
And I love the
pins
fact the
his
crowd
Judgment Day
behind him.
partner, and it's Dominik
So good.
Mysterio who wins the Intercontinental Championship in our Aviator highlight of the night. They are enjoying Cosmos, of course, in Los Angeles today, watching Randy Orton in his celebration of 20 WrestleManias. India, for the first time ever, enjoying their premium live event weekend on Netflix. They're also enjoying themselves in the United Kingdom, in Glasgow, Scotland, having a blast.
Oh, they're watching WrestleMania in the cinema.
And then at the 35th Fighter Wing, Misawa Air Base in Japan, it's all about WrestleMania.
Yeah, big changes to all the titles. Tiff's the only successfully defending title. So is it gonna... Here we go.
What?
Stone Cold is in the house. How is he dressed? Is he coming down on ATV? Is he walking down? Is he in like a wrestling gear? Are they just winding us up? Oh, here he comes.
Oh, hell yeah!
Awesome.
Stone Cold on a four-wheeler gives me nightmares.
It gives me a feeling of pure joy. The Texas Rattlesnakes have
Stone Cold, loving life.
You never had him chasing around in that thing.
Oh, crash time! Those security barriers are severely strong, thankfully. So like a shock on the
I think he smashed it. Did he hit someone?
Lights just flashed before them.
Oh my god. Almost killed someone.
Oh my goodness. Hope that young lady's okay.
Oh.
If you're having a great time at WrestleMania, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some of you heard me, some of you didn't. I said if you're having a great time at WrestleMania, give me a hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn right.
Stop to give us his attendance record.
To announce tonight's attendance of night 2 of WrestleMania. And tonight's attendance is officially 63,226. Now, I've been in a lot of buildings just like this, and it seems like there's more than 63,226 people here. So I demand a recount. Sometimes when you want a job done right, you've got to do that job yourself. So I want everybody to sit down and remain still. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
wide,
6,
wide,
7,
wide,
8,
wide,
9,
wide,
10,
wide,
11,
wide.
12, 13.
It's going to take a long time to get around this stadium.
15, 16.
This is one way to track out WrestleMania.
19. All right, that's bullshit. 63,226 here tonight, and that makes for a total of 2 days of WrestleMania, 124,693 solid-ass cats.
Nice.
I'm hoping that everybody makes
too many
it
Steve
home
Wises.
safely, and that we see you again on next WrestleMania. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
And it is time for some Steve Wisers.
Oh, they reset his ATV so he can drive out.
The Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin, who won the immortal moment of the year at Hall of Fame with Bret Hart for their great matchup at WrestleMania 13.
I swear those cans are bigger than they used to be.
Attendance of 124,
They used to be like
693
half the
over the
size.
weekend, 63,226 tonight.
Jesus Christ. They're gonna have to clean that ring.
Why not?
Oh, he's out there with the best time. Now man's gonna go drinking and driving.
Yeah, I'm going after it. I got it. This thing's going to explode right now. I am a soccer player, not a footballer.
Welcome back, Stone Cold.
Yeah, even Nick Khan was out ringside checking on that person where he crashed the ATV. I think he decided not to drive the ATV back up.
Oh, hell yeah!
There's a big puddle at your feet, Pat. I hope that's beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's salute Stone Cold. Let's salute WrestleMania.
Just cheers Quavo over there. What a night. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and says, we've had 124,693 people celebrate WrestleMania here in Las Vegas. What a time to be alive.
Hey, but listen, WrestleMania really doesn't end tonight. We're going to continue it tomorrow. WWE World live at 12 noon Eastern, 9 o'clock right here in Las Vegas. It's the
So
Penta
going to podcast at the beer's always been alcohol free. I mean, it makes sense. The man he necked.
Tremendous guests.
Yeah, we got John Cena.
Did they did have alcohol-free beer back in the day?
WWE World will open
I guess so.
at 8 a.m. And then Paul Heyman is going to have to answer for his.
We're going to have to hear what Heyman has to say. Cena's going to be on Tribal Chief. Win or lose, which is in our main event coming up next.
Oh, Pat's rude. He missed his pencil. He missed his pencil trick.
The self-proclaimed last real champion, John Cena, will attempt to dethrone the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as the undisputed WWE champion. Right after this break. Right now, here's the breakdown of the jaw-dropping moments that have shocked the world as John Cena closes out his career in pursuit of a record 17th world title.
Here comes the video package.
My name is John Cena. I'm a kid who grew up in a small town in West Newbury.
Ruthless
aggression.
The champ is here! 2025 will be my retirement from the WWE. Thank you so much for letting me play in the house that you built for so many years.
John Cena's going to WrestleMania! And an opportunity to win a 17th world title.
Cody Rhodes, if you become my champion, I can open up doors and possibilities for you that you never knew existed.
I gave my soul to these people a long time ago.
See how well the promo works? It's edited down. A Rock isn't rambling for 15 minutes. Absolutely, Cena should be winning this. If he doesn't, it's a mess, and Cody gets saved by somebody, but it should absolutely be Cena winning this.
Get some!
What is best for business is I main event WrestleMania.
You can't see me!
What is best for business?
I never back down, and I never quit.
I win a 17th championship.
The champ is here!
I wonder if Rock comes out with a distraction or something. So I think what should happen is Cena absolutely just wins game.
Of an abusive relationship.
Buries mediocrity.
I don't need you anymore.
And then it's up to Cody to prove he's not mediocre. He didn't just get there because Cena wasn't.
I don't care about you. At
Oh, that kid in Germany.
I make history. I will win that championship and retire with it. 17 does not happen. But what does happen is I get the heartbreaking privilege of beating my hero in his last chance. You with that disgusts me. All you have done here is ride the coattails of my success.
Cena doesn't look as big anymore. No, he's not as big anymore. You know, he's, age has a factor on us all, but I think from his acting roles, he needs to be slimmer and trimmer, so he's not so typecast. He's well defined, he's just not jacked.
They chose me. John, I am standing right here. I am holding this above my head. At WrestleMania 41, the last real champion is taking 17 does not happen. I am going to ruin wrestling for everyone. This stays with
Cody's had the upper hand on Cena too many times on the build-up for him to win this. It would just be bad. That's not what's right for business. Best for business is Cena winning this. Now, who's going to come out first? Cena's out first. So at the moment, plain black and white. Oh, that'd be awesome if he just comes out as plain black and white. No colour. Yeah, I dig that. Who's this person? It's actually looking quite slim there, Cena. Oh, I dig it. Just plain black and white. Love it.
No video package, no color, no nothing.
A bleak entrance ahead of what could be a bleak future if this man wins tonight and ends up retiring with the WWE Championship.
It is John Cena's final WrestleMania. It is his final year of active competition in WWE. And he vows tonight to win a record 17th world title. But the odds do not bode well for John Cena. His last singles win was 7 years ago. His last singles win at WrestleMania was 10 years, a decade ago.
Wow. Last singles win 7 years ago. Last singles win at WrestleMania. Or last win at WrestleMania 10 years ago.
Disdain on the face of Cena as he looks over this audience. And tonight's main event.
Those things are
We've been
so
better
good.
with no music.
Wait, we talked. I'm sorry, Pat.
Yeah,
Wait, we talked to the countdown
I
show
get
today.
it.
You give John
But I think
Cena
it is
absolutely no
still
chance to
looks
win
like
tonight.
Cena.
Yeah, look, you've called
Sounds
John
like
Cena
Cena the
time and
music.
again the GOAT,
It's
the
just
greatest
the
of
colour's
all
gone.
time. That is
The
an
fun's
argument
gone.
that you can make based on his history.
In fact, they're still
The
selling
truth is,
merchandise
if
like
you
the
do
last
agree that
time,
he's
and
the GOAT,
all the rest of
we
the gimmick
haven't
is
seen
exactly the same. I
GOAT
really dig that.
in 7 or 8 years. He's lost his last 3 matches at WrestleMania, I believe. When was the last time he actually won a singles match in WWE? This man is a shadow of his former self.
Oh, back starting to go a bit. What the fuck is this bullshit? Is Cody into dirt bikes now? What the fuck was that? Neil, let me understand the reference I might be missing. Man's got an Iron Man mask. That's the most random intro. Those weird dirt bikes. Oh, that's mistimed. What's Cody wearing on his face? That weird mask he always wears for the big PLEs. It's his skull design from his jacket tattoo thing. Yeah, it's weird. He debuted in AEW. 370 days as champion. 9th title defense.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Drumstick Squad has taken over the WrestleMania main event. Leading the charge is the OG Drumstick Cone. He's dancing, he's dabbing, and he's stripping in deliciousness. This Las Vegas crowd can't get enough. And that's why Drumstick is America's favorite. It's crunchy, chocolatey, creamy, and crispy. What more can he ask for? Drumstick is the ultimate snack.
There's a lot of people passionate about Drumstick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes' mother, Michelle, his lovely wife, Brandy, and his daughter, Liberty, are in the front row tonight. Cody Rhodes with his daughter, Liberty,
Cody's
in his arms, looking on as her daddy tries to stop John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, the dirt bikes is the one that got me. I don't understand the dirt bike reference. That little weird music before his entrance music.
Let's break the record that he now holds with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. For Cody Rhodes, it is about being the man. It is about being the quarterback.
Neil made a really good point about the
WWE
change in legacy. Depending on your generation.
Did over a decade ago.
All defense is some of the biggest updates those record orders with people who are more relevant to newer generations. So someone like Gunther, he's very recent Intercontinental Champion, long reigning, and Roman Reigns is, you know, the longest modern running champion. He's never going to beat Bruno Sammartino and stuff like that. So there's no point going for that length. But I think John Cena winning 17 is what's best for business. It makes sense because it's someone that people relate to in a current generation and future generations. Referring to Ric Flair another 10, 15 years from now is a lot harder.
Weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
Yes, John.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start my call this matchup tonight by saying I plan to be very unbiased in this match. Everyone knows the relationship I've had with John Cena for 20 years. Cody Rhodes for 20 years as well. I was very vocal on the night that John Cena did what he did to Cody. But this match, one of the biggest in the history of WrestleMania, deserves straight down the line commentary. I plan to provide that for you tonight. It is a massive main event in the city that makes champions.
A huge main
Las
event.
Vegas, Nevada, on the Strip. Rhodes, Cena, in John Cena's final WrestleMania. Will Cena set the record? Will Cody keep the title? It happens right now.
Let's go, Cena. Cena's touch chance.
We are underway. Rhodes and Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Wade, if you're Cody Rhodes, what do you need to do to keep the title?
You simply need to be yourself. You historically have competed against John
Take your time,
Cena
John.
when you were always
There's no
the
rush.
underdog. The roles tonight have completely flipped. Today, Cody Rhodes is the hot ornament of WWE, and John Cena is a massive underdog.
If Cena loses, we riot. Yeah, love that sign. The thing about Bruno, longest running championship run, it was done in 2 parts under 2 different promotions. It's true. It's how they refer to it, and it's still this day as the longest running champion. Well, Ric Flair, most of his championship weren't as WWE champion, just the territorial promotions back in the day. And that's kind of how they need
how long it's been since he's got a dub.
to navigate that.
Once you get in there, you gotta feel
I don't think Roman ended up beating Hogan's run either. So I think he's 3rd in the all-time list, but he's longest running modern day champion. But to be the champion with the most of all time, it makes sense for Cena. Otherwise, the closest person is Orton, who's on 15, I think, or chasing 15.
when he defeated the now Hall of Famer JBL. And it was that night I talked to JBL in a bar after that matchup. And he looked at me and Michael, he said, this guy's name is going to be Big Match John. He is going to be massive in big events for the rest of his career, and he has been. Can John Cena do it one more time tonight?
John Cena, a little different John Cena than what we've seen in the past. You would think Cody would have a lot of film study capabilities, but we haven't met this John Cena in the ring once.
I mean, Cena's not bulks, but he's in shape.
Seemingly taunting the crowd, giving them nasty looks.
The high-pitched voices used to cheer for John Cena. The deep voices would boo him. Now they seem to be in unison. Screw John Cena.
John Cena in his 9th world title match at WrestleMania. For Cody Rhodes, this marks his 4th straight
main
event.
Me.
That's a big show.
John Cena's not scared to use the ropes, to take a break, not scared to step outside, get a timeout. This is a new John Cena.
I was looking at some statistics earlier. It's interesting. Cody's 0-4 against Cena in his career, but Wade, those numbers can probably be tossed out the window. That was well over a decade ago.
What was that, Stardust? Who else are we talking about? A very young Cody Rhodes. This is a different animal. John Cena claimed that Cody was a scared little boy. It's like he's missed the last 8 years of growth of Cody Rhodes, who has turned into absolute leading light of this industry.
Cody won the title last year when he finished the story at WrestleMania. He's the Crown Jewel champion after beating Gunther in Saudi Arabia. And a nice headlock takedown by Cena. Cena needs to keep the pace of this match slow.
Definitely. Anytime the old guard's taking on the young guard, you want to keep that thing at a slow pace.
The scissors applied by Cody Rhodes.
John Cena's got a timeout or two already.
Oh, Cody Rhodes sends Cena outside again, and John's got to regroup.
Well, John Cena has just been a step behind from the word go in this one.
Is that age?
Is swarming him.
Is that age
it's
and rust?
Age, it's ring rust. Old Father Time is undefeated. John Cena can cut a great promo.
And Cody with a suicide dive, and Cena's taken out. And Cody Rhodes is fired up tonight. John Cena's taken a lot of personal shots at Cody over the last few months.
Cody Rhodes has sent a few back as well. Said that John Cena can't wrestle, and now Cody's wrestling as best he's ever done.
A big right hand.
Yeah, John, lay him out.
To prove to the world that he can wrestle tonight. Hence yet another side headlock on Rhodes, who backs him into the corner.
His best offense so far has been a big right hand. The last thing a heavyweight will lose is his punch. We haven't seen very much in the way of wrestling from John Cena thus far.
And Cena now stomping away on Cody Rhodes. And now the meanness comes out of Cena. Whatever has set him off into this current state, it eats Cena up inside as Cody is driven into the corner. I mean, despite his recent actions, I still stand behind the claim that John Cena is the GOAT, that he is the greatest of all time, and he could prove that tonight.
Tonight's stat, if he became the all-time leader in title reigns, you'd have to say he's the GOAT.
Yes, John.
As a matter of fact.
Deep down, he cannot beat Cody Rhodes in a good, clean fight. He has to turn this into a dog fight.
Absolutely, muddy it up a little bit, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, he can't believe half the stuff that
John
comes
Cena's
out with.
for a reason. He knows how to win matches.
Yeah, he's invented all sorts of stuff, apparently.
John Cena on the grand stage, now at WrestleMania 41. It'll be the last time that we see John Cena at WrestleMania. Stomp right to the leg, and John Cena trying to pull out all the stops in a vicious knee to the side of the head.
He knows Cody Rhodes going to be able to go post to post with it, but what if I
no, Hulk Hogan apparently is still third in the list. So Bruno Sammartino is 2,803 days. Bob Backlund is 2,135 days. Hulk Hogan is 1,474. And Roman Reigns is 1,316. So Roman's fourth in the list. I think he had to go to, I think it's SummerSlam as champion the year he lost to Cody. Yeah, so he's not quite up there yet.
Like Cody, who's in the ring each and every week, 3-4 days a week.
He's our champion. He's in his prime. Cena's got to get him out of that for a night.
Wade, you know better than anyone, you can work out in the gym as much as you want, but it doesn't prepare you for what you have to do inside the wrestling ring.
Oh, you can do miles and miles on the treadmill. Absolutely worthless when you get to game speed in the ring. Try inhaling when you're getting kicked in the gut repeatedly by the likes of John Cena.
And Pat, what we're seeing here is just getting Cody's head a little bit. John sort of dominating, playing with him a little bit. Oh, and it goes on.
And it's not like what we've seen before from John. Those are two just big kicks that have cleared out Cody Rhodes. A big lariat there. John Cena's got a new offense apparently, and Cody's reeling.
And another clothesline by Cena. Cover now for the championship. Cody at 1.
And look, something we haven't really
focused
on is the amount of pressure
this should
on the shoulders of Cody Rhodes. It's not just a championship match here. He is trying to defend the future of this industry, the legacy of that championship that has so much histoy behind it.
It all depends on the team with what now. Cena becomes a Paul Heyman guy as well. Paul Heyman could run. Can you imagine Paul Heyman running both champions? He has Seth and Cena under his belt.
And I asked Cody
That'd be something.
Like that he couldn't let
There's been lots of little links because like when
The
Rock was kind of involved leading up to last WrestleMania, he had the mobile phone, one for Roman Reigns and one for The Rock. So his direct number talks about the fact that Rock might be building a faction. So obviously he wants champions. So one is Seth and then one is Cena. So Paul Heyman or Seth
Cody kicks out.
Come out
and what I'm
Cena
seeing out of Cena now is the confidence. It's not a cockiness right now. It's a confidence. John feels like he's back in this thing.
Yeah.
He feels like he's at home.
That's because he's back at home. Exactly, Cole. In between those ropes, that's where John Cena spent most of his life.
The opening 5 minutes of this match, John Cena looked like a dead man walking. This is turned around in a big way. It's the experience factor.
He knows exactly what he's doing, where he's doing.
John in tremendous shape as well as he takes a seat on the top rope and watches
Come on,
Cody
John,
make
punish
it to his
him.
feet. There's the big axe handle right across the top of the head. Cody looks a bit out of sorts here.
Certainly, John Cena knows what to do and when to do it.
We'll talk about the pressure on John Cena's shoulders, the final ever WrestleMania. If he loses this match, what happens to the rest of this retirement tour? Do we just cancel it? Does he go away for good? He kind of has to win here.
I don't think that's the case. I think if he wins in his last one against Cody Rhodes, who hopefully has another 15,
and again,
he's going to feel great about himself. John Cena said the last time is now. He might be walking out of here as the record-breaking champ.
Wade, so far, this has been a pretty perfect match for John Cena.
Yeah, he rode out an early storm from Cody
How mad
Rhodes,
is Cena working as a heel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This into the kind of fight that
and Cody though.
John Cena, but just
he's never wrestled
slow
like
on
this.
those ropes against the best on planet
It's not
Earth.
easy feeling, really.
Well too many
It's
times,
kind
and
of
our
crazy.
champion's not going to let that happen.
Cody trying to fight back with the big blows, and then a shot right to the eyes. Senior official Chad Patton, I don't believe saw it.
Such a veteran move.
Cover. Kick out.
John Cena just tried to steal a little bit.
Gotta be
of cover
quicker.
there because I think
Gotta be
the
quicker, ref.
eye gouge had Cody completely out of sorts.
You see him on that pin, just pressing his way right
Cena's
on the
just
chest
laughing. Oh,
of
he's so
Cody Rhodes,
good.
making Cody Rhodes work hard just to kick out.
Yeah, look at the smile, and Cena's laughing at Rhodes.
It's a wear-down factor, gradually grinding down the endurance, the spirit, the will of Cody Rhodes.
See, the fans don't know what they want. Let's go see this. Cena sucks. You said the fans are stupid. That's the thing. That's the only thing that got my nose yesterday. When Michael Cross said Punk was the first Paul Heyman guy, when in fact it was Mark Calloway.
Tornado DDT.
It's true.
Cena, cover, hooks the leg, almost had him.
Just turned up the speed real quick. John Cena lifts the boot, then a tornado DDT.
John Cena has turned this into a chess game and pouncing with the big artillery at the right moments.
But yeah, Mark Calloway, Undertaker, first Paul Heyman guy. But yeah, kind of way you look at it, I guess. It's the way you can rewrite history.
So do the WWE fans. I think Cena's proven a lot of people wrong tonight. And John Cena, shoulder tackle.
Uh-oh.
5 moves to doom.
Before. Right, I've never seen this pause before. Remix of sorts.
And every time there's a break in the action, John Cena just mouthing trash to Cody Rhodes.
Another tackle by Cena.
You have to think, is Cody Rhodes' mind moving back in time at this point to his past as Stardust or dashing Cody Rhodes when John Cena
John's got that swagger.
That's a really good point, Wade. I never thought about that, but the mental games that John can play with Cody. Cody, in some way, probably never thought he could ever match up to what John Cena was all about. And Cena may be proving that again tonight.
Was breaking the psyche of the American Nightmare. And this has gone
He's just doing his fine moves, but breaking him down.
That John Cena's doing. Just a matter of fact through the moves.
I mean, you sort of got to applaud what Cena's been able to do tonight.
And we all know where this is headed. Shoulder tackle. Shoulder tackle.
Oh! Cody, poke in the eye.
No five-knuckle shuffle.
Rhodey up over the... Oh, there it is. Power slam by Cody.
Little taste of your own medicine, John Cena. Something awakening inside
Cody. The crowd's booing Cody now.
The second rope disaster kick by Cody. Here comes Rhodes. And Cody's firing up.
Oh, the crowd are turning.
John Cena was taking his sweet-ass time.
Yeah, they should. 2 heels. Oh, it's a mixed reaction. We got like a Hogan versus Rock moment
Many
here.
of them wanted the greatest hits from Cena. Cody Cutter from Rhodes. Cover to retain. Hook of the leg. John kicks it 2.
Oh, it's a mixed crowd.
The Cody Cutter has ended matches before.
Has it really ended matches before though?
Hit perfectly on the grandest stage.
And now Cody. Speaking of his pops, the late great American Dream. The southpaw unloading. A little bionic elbow, but John Cena didn't allow him to have it.
STF
hold. And Cody Rhodes creates space. Cena again, looking for the AA to Cody. Cena's gonna do it. AA to Rhodes. Cody kicked out at 2.
An attitude was adjusted, but a record wasn't broken.
Just when Cody was trying to build up a head of steam, the AA
many
connected.
people kick out
And
the
the
AA.
kick out from Cody, which perhaps not enough yet taken out of the champ, but we are inching closer to a championship change here.
I'm beginning to believe too, Wade. John Cena has turned back the clock a decade.
The
crowd are digging it, man.
Of WrestleMania, perhaps. And he's got Cody up again, looking for another AA. Cody able to slip down underneath, roll through, shoulders down. Can he get Cena? And a kick right to the face. And Cody blocks. And a right hand by Cody.
Oh.
Cody caught Cena with a right.
The crowd are for not for Cody.
By Cena. Wonderful move by the veteran.
Yeah, I can't knock him for that. That was the right move at the right moment. You don't like it. It's not something historically John Cena would have turned to, but these are desperate times in the final year of the career of John Cena.
I think it showcases that Cena still has that feel. Do exactly what he needed to do.
There's no cheering for Cody. It's Cena. Let's go. Cena sucks. It's all Cena.
John Cena.
Oh, he's going for the attitude adjustment on the second rope.
On the main event of WrestleMania Sunday. Cody on his shoulders. Cena with an AA. Middle of the ring for the 17th world title. Kick out by Cody.
A super AA followed by panic in the eyes of John Cena.
How quickly the confidence goes away with this avalanche AA from the second rope by Cena. He thought he had him. We thought he had him. Cody stayed alive.
And this is the moment the master plan starts cracking in the mind
Just
of
strap
John
him in the
Cena, who
STFU
has
and
dictated
fuck him up.
90% of the matchup. Hit his nuclear weapon, and it simply didn't work. He's underestimated the resolve of Cody Rhodes.
John Cena's rolling through the Rolodex of moves throughout the past 21
No one
years
should
of
kick out of that.
WrestleMania.
Agreed.
What is it going
Avalanche
to take
second rope,
to put Cody Rhodes
attitude
away?
adjustment, leg drop, back of the head.
Rope. Cody Rhodes caught him.
Oh.
Stacks him up. Kick out by Cena.
Well, that's just answered a question for me. How deep can John Cena dig when he's on defense,
we're
when
still
he's
technically
taking
got half
heat,
an
when he's
hour.
getting beaten around the ring, and that
Something's
was a
gotta go down.
massive impact high on the neck and shoulders of John Cena, and he had an answer for how much longer.
Well,
Chris, good luck in fatherhood. Nothing is more special than being a father. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm feeling that already.
Cody caught him from up top. He caught Cena to
No,
retain.
nobody. You just pin anyone with a Cody cutter. Shush. Quiet down.
Have hit their best shot on each other.
Well, there was a huge question mark about whether
I mean,
John
Cody
Cena
can't put
can
anyone
reach
one
his
away with a single
historical
crossface
best.
anymore. He has to do
On the
3 of them.
offense, yes, but taking a beating too, and he's still kicking out after some of Cody Rhodes' greatest hits.
And again, guys, John Cena has nothing to lose here. This is his last
being booed.
WrestleMania.
Cody's being
John
booed.
Cena is playing with house money in Vegas.
If they hadn't got Cena's book, they should be doing this.
John Cena
They are
turns it around.
behind and want him to win.
Cody up again, looking for another AA.
A third
Tonight, and now he's going to turn it around. John Cena turning back the clock. The STFU from John Cena.
Cody Rhodes scrambling for his dear life, scrambling to keep a hold of the championship.
The hold that gave Cena championships.
Let him pass out. Let him pass out.
To the bottom rope. Rhodes championship reign could be fading. Cena
pass out.
Put him away.
Bites his arm. Do whatever you have to. Oh,
drags it back to the center of the ring again. Cena gonna lock it in one more time.
Get the hell out of there, Cody.
Cody Rhodes, can he somehow survive? Cody could be fading. This could be it for Rhodes over 1 year reign as champion.
Now, they don't do the drop anymore. If they're out once, they're out.
Or pass him out in the middle of the ring.
Cody trying to dig down deep, all the grit, determination, everything he worked for to finish the story last year is on the line here tonight. Can he make it to the bottom rope? Can Cody make it to the bottom rope?
John Cena
drags him back again.
No, you cannot.
And Cody turns it
The
around.
ref.
And referee Chad Patton taken out.
Well, Cody's out there. There's been so much sucked out of him already.
Cody Rhodes from behind. Crossroads to Cena. The problem is there's no official. Cody has the title retained.
No, he doesn't.
Well, sometimes you don't have to be the better man.
Think about it. He screwed Kevin Owens when he did a crossroads onto a title belt to retain. He's not a great guy.
Inadvertently taking out the referee. Cena was a beaten man there.
And Cody now trying to check on the official, get him waking up. Now he's actually looking to the back to see if we can send another official down.
Cena exposing a turnbuckle.
You never would have seen Cena do this in the past. But John Cena has exposed the steel turnbuckle here, ripping the pad off.
Wow, the ref's still out of it. John Cena says, I'll do whatever I please.
And now Cody and Cena exchanging blows in a critical moment of this match. And Cody, oh no!
Hand off the steel!
And a second time off the steel.
It's like a hammer to the head.
And Cena now, with this, is that the fourth AA? Cover! Pat's
Come on,
back
ref.
in it. Cody kicks out. What a match!
What is it gonna take?
And now John Cena is beginning to believe
Ref.
what Cody Rhodes is all about.
Well, it suddenly feels in John Cena's mind like mission impossible, because he's up against a man chosen.
God damn it.
Is Rock coming out?
Wait a minute!
Well, he was at WWE World earlier today.
Travis Scott is here!
Cena's finest is hilarious.
Shaq West and Chase B. The Cactus Jack crew is at WrestleMania!
And we know what Travis Scott did to Cody Rhodes.
He could just walk out with the Rock and Rock is coming, but is Travis Scott going to make an interference? Like,
Boys, 2 on the way, Wade, and it feels like things have just gotten a bit interesting.
Well, it seems
I
like
don't
you're a
understand
massive
it.
fanboy of Travis Scott. I think he's a cheap shot artist. And what the hell he's doing, inserting himself into the main event of WrestleMania.
He gave Cody Rhodes a black eye. He busted his eardrum. You don't think he's here because The Rock told him to be here? Come on.
I don't
yeah, but what's he doing?
He's also the man who created the...
Is he going to hit him in the head with a belt or something? I mean, the refs they're all just sitting there waiting for him to walk down to the ring.
And Scott just slowly sauntering down to the ring. Cody Rhodes is a beaten heap in the middle of the ring. And John Cena all smiles for the arrival of Travis Scott.
Let me help you up here, friend, says John Cena to Travis Scott. Travis Scott on the apron.
If he hits him, it's a DQ.
A dangerous situation here. Cody Rhodes out fighting back. Cody now went up for Scott, who dropped to the floor. And now Cody Rhodes goes back to Cena. Cody Rhodes looking for a crossroads on John Cena. Crossroads
What
on
the
Cena.
fuck is going on?
And Travis Scott just pulled the official out of the ring. Patton is out again. Well, referee Chad Patton couldn't make any sort of call because apparently he was knocked out when he hit the floor.
Cody's inviting Travis Scott into the ring.
Cody owes Travis Scott a major receipt.
Travis Scott is actually going to walk in the ring on Cody Rhodes.
Knock his teeth out, Cody.
You got to be kidding me. Oh no! Cody Rhodes isn't going to let that happen again. Rhodes has got him in position. Crossroads! I get those goosebumps every time. Cody Rhodes hits that.
Travis
I don't
Scott
care for this.
gets cross-roaded.
As long as it's Lisa Cena winning, I don't care that much, but
Meanwhile, guys, Cody, turn around, Cody, turn around, Cody. John Cena's in the ring with the championship. Cena with the championship. And Cody Rhodes in a tug-of-war with Cena over the title, and Cody now has it. And Cena begging off. John Cena said to Cody Rhodes, at some point you're gonna have to make a choice.
Do it, Cody!
Be a good guy or be a bad guy.
this slowed all the momentum down.
Rhodes gonna choose. Oh,
Yeah.
and he chose to be the good guy, and John Cena just kicked him in the...
Alright, that's fine.
Well, there's your kryptonite, Cody.
And John Cena has absolutely no problem being a bad guy.
Cody Rhodes wanted to do it fair and square. John Cena didn't give a damn.
Chad Patton is back.
You cannot be a perfect
Cena
ambassador.
now, covered by Cena, Pat's in the ring. John Cena has set the record. John Cena is a 17-time world champion.
Here is your winner.
The whole Travis Scott thing's fucking awful, but that is the right thing.
You may not like it. In fact, you probably hate it. But
The crowd don't hate it.
Like it or not, John Cena is the GOAT. There is no longer a
Mount Rushmore, baby.
with a 17th world title. John Cena is the greatest of all time.
Call it what you want, Cole. That was a bunch of bullcrap.
I agree with
John
you, Wade.
Cena is the biggest piece of garbage I have ever witnessed in this industry.
Wade, I agree with you.
Screw you, John.
But Ric Flair didn't win 16 world titles being a nice guy. He was the dirtiest player in the game. John Cena did the same thing tonight, and he set the record at WrestleMania.
Chris, bad ending, really didn't need Travis Scott. Yeah, he's a rapper. His theme tune's been the theme tune for WrestleMania. It's bullshit. I mean, it's for the American audience. Nobody else in America cares about Travis Scott.
Celebrating the greatest of all time when it was all said and done.
It's fucking
It's
dumb.
going to be an interesting Pat McAfee show tomorrow morning when John Cena appears at 12:15 Eastern.
It's that cross-branding stuff.
What was an incredible main event up to the point when Travis Scott arrived.
All of that could have happened without Travis Scott. You know, hitting the ref and grabbing the title, him doing all those things. Didn't need any of this fucking bullshit. What was the point of The Rock? I suppose the point of The Rock is Travis Scott was there on behalf of The Rock. Otherwise Travis Scott wouldn't have come out. You could argue then maybe John Cena wouldn't have won. That's what the narrative will be, but yeah, I don't think you need
Do you want
to
to be
be
the
that.
good guy or do you want to be the bad guy? Cody decided he wanted to be a good guy.
Cody didn't want to hit his hero.
The championship.
He didn't want to hit his hero with the title. He didn't want to win that way.
Tonight,
And that's all he needed. That's all he needed.
And because of what he did,
That's
John
all he
Cena
needed.
now stands at the pinnacle of professional wrestling with a
It's Vegas, Travis Scott, big name.
championship at his final WrestleMania.
It's only 3 hours and 40
John
minutes.
Cena may well have the goal, but he is not the leader.
I thought he was
of
kicking
this
out that time. The amount of time it took for the ref to get in there.
disgraceful
But glad he didn't.
performance, 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Yes, John.
Spat back in the face of anyone who stood shoulder to shoulder with John Cena.
Hey, Wade. You know my feelings. I love John for many, many years, and I still respect him. But tonight, John Cena has done it. John Cena has been
time alongside
John Cena.
Travis
Ah.
Scott.
Oh.
Might be enough.
Just so he gets so distracted. Yes. Cena.
with plenty to break down
Cena
tonight.
went clean.
I want to thank everyone.
Yeah. Oh no.
The over 124,000 that showed up at
Cody
the Stadium
Lee,
over the past couple of nights. Everyone that attended every event here in Las Vegas during WrestleMania week, and we're not done yet. We got Monday Night Raw, the Raw after WrestleMania. Tomorrow night here in
WrestleMania
Vegas.
predictions, final outcome. In third place,
Good night, everybody.
we have Lee, 23. In second place, with Neil with 25. And yours truly, your host of Wrestling is Also WrestleMania Live Reactions Night 1 and 2. 26 points. Your boy, Kevin. Yeah.
The post show is next.
Yeah,
We'll see
Cody,
you
go
tomorrow
home.
night on Monday Night Raw.
Mediocrity. Mediocrity. Yeah, The Rock was there, but there was John Cena turning heel. The trouble is, John Cena could have turned heel anyway. John Cena won Elimination Chamber. He got to that position by himself. The only thing you could have argued is maybe he got into Elimination Chamber without qualifying because The Rock put him there. But that's kind of a stretch. So yeah, that doesn't necessarily make huge sense to me. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was a solid match. It delivered on the ending, which was the main thing. The Travis Scott thing was bullshit, but look, it was a good Mania, not a great Mania, but yeah, it was solid. And look, it gave us a heel John Cena, and John Cena winning 17 titles, record break. Night 1 and Night 2 both finishing with heel wins, which is massive. That's really, really cool. Yeah, so that is it. Right, guys, I am going out. That's yeah, what a farewell. Yeah, it was yeah, I looked Dirty Dom winning as well. That was brilliant. Almost like a face turn from Dirty Dom. Really pleased about that. So yeah, some good title changes. And yeah, that is it. It's 3:44. I'm gonna go to bed. Try and recover for tomorrow before back to work on Tuesday. But This might be my last stream. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the last episode of the podcast is going to be next week. So tune in for that. And we'll break down everything WrestleMania. But that's it. So thank you for everybody who's watching. Thank you for participating. Lee, Chris, wish you all the best. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. And to everybody else at home, thank you very much. Good night and peace out.